Happy Saturday. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Hey, I just gotta say, I love that intro every time I see it.
I'm a little proud of that thing too, man. I'm pretty proud of that. I'm glad that we made an intro that looks good. But yeah, yeah. How you been, Spoonie? How you been doing, man?
Yeah, I've been better.
Been
Um,
better. What's going on?
I've had family come in from out of town, and that's always stressful. Even if it's good to see the people, it's kind of an adjustment to your
Yes.
life for a minute. Um, no, I think before anything else, we should also mention that you guys might be watching this on a particular channel, either Boomer's channel or my channel. But we are going to Boomer as a second channel that he's planning on rebranding. And that's where we're going to be focusing more of this type of content, right? Like paranormal stuff and maybe like conspiracy stuff, and just to keep it its own little thing. So I guess Boomer, you'll probably put a link in the description or something to the second channel.
I will.
And just make sure you guys go subscribe to that, because if you like this content specifically, that's where we're going to be putting most of it.
Yeah. So basically, what we're going to be doing is you see this right here, Boomer's Nightmare. I started this channel back in 2019. So this was a way for me to start doing a secondary horror content channel, and I kind of feel like it stopped. It started and stopped, started and stopped. Like, if you look at the content on this channel, man, I don't have much content. Like, I think you could count on your fingers here. There's 12 videos in total here, maybe. So I started off with like these kind of videos, then I started doing this, and the last video I did was 2 years ago. So Spody and I were going to be rebranding the Boomer's Nightmare to Two Geeks Investigate.
Yep.
So stick around for that. Hopefully we can launch that. It's spooky season starting already.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can
I've
start
already seen the Halloween stuff. Even in August, I was starting to see the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
My theory is once we get towards the end of September, we'll start seeing Christmas stuff already.
Most likely. Dollarama here in Canada, it's always like Halloween has not even passed yet, and already there's Christmas stuff. So
yeah.
Who knows, man? But,
well, they start planning for the next holiday, right?
That's it. It's like when you see in January, you already see Easter stuff. Like, come on.
Yeah. No, it's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is after New Year's.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I mean, I still have these kind of videos where it's paranormal stuff. So
and you're gonna keep them up, right?
Yeah, I'll keep them up on the channel. But what I'll do is I'll just make a playlist on the channel if they want to see the old Boomer's Nightmare stuff, and that will be in a Boomer's Nightmare playlist. So going forward,
but this is going to be the new home for that type of stuff going forward.
Yeah, exactly. So even when we do these kind of live streams like what we're going to do today, that's going to be going forward. That's going to be on Two Geeks Investigate. So stay tuned, guys, because this is something I think Spoonie and I are both very excited about. I've always wanted to do horror content, and I've always wanted to do horror content with a friend. And I think we're the perfect, friendship to do that together.
Well, I find one of the things with doing a YouTube channel in that you can kind of do whatever you want, and it's like there's kind of so many things you might want to talk about and stuff.
Yeah.
I never felt like my channel had like a real identity beyond me. Like, I like a lot of different stuff, and so I'll talk about different, like, I like movies, I like books, I like games, I like music and other things. And if there's something that I'm feeling either really strongly about or hate a lot, then I'll make a video about it. But I don't know, I don't think I have really like a brand.
I mean, that's fair. For me with my channel, it's more like I feel like when I do horror stuff on my channel, it does well, but it doesn't do as well because people know my channel for the last 8 years as pop culture, comic books, things like that. So I think it throws people off when they see me do some horror stuff. I think it's a perfect way.
So again, maybe this second channel is the better home for this type of content.
Yeah.
And again, you guys should subscribe, and
Definitely.
because that's where you're going to see more of this type of stuff. And we can review like a horror movie on there or something, right? But that's kind of this genre of content that's going to be the new home.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of horror movies, there's this new horror movie coming out called Halloween. I think I sent you the trailer for that.
Yeah, I didn't watch it yet. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. No,
They're
no, I'm
calling it the
seeing from
British
your
Terrifier.
reaction.
Uh,
Who's behind this one? Do we know?
I all I saw was that it's written by the same person or people who wrote Lesbian Vampire Killers. That was an awful movie from the early 2010s with the two actors from the British show Gavin and Stacey. I think James Corden was in it. Awful movie. So I don't know. I don't know.
I've never even heard of this film, so
Don't worry.
yeah, I imagine it's probably not very good.
When I first saw this movie, they were labeling it as if you like Shaun of the Dead, you're going to like this movie. And that's why I watched it. And I was like, well, that's an hour and a half I'm never getting back.
Ugh.
I can't stand James Corden. He's one of the worst, man.
Yeah, just not funny, and I mean, he was exposed as being a real jerk, so I think that's why he's off the air now.
Yeah. Well, before we get into it, we always start our live streams like this. Booney, what have you watched? What have you read? What have you played lately?
Honestly, not too much in terms of what I did see the Superman movie finally.
Oh, how'd you like it?
I loved it. I think it's probably the most entertaining Superman movie, theatrical movie anyways, even the Richard Donner ones, those first four, and then what you had, the Brandon Routh one. Oh, Superman Returns.
Yeah.
And then you had Man of Steel with the Zack Snyder, Henry Cavill. And then the Superman, Batman, Dawn of Justice. I don't know that I would qualify it as a Superman movie, but this is the most entertaining one. Because what I like about James Gunn's approach is he doesn't want to do like origin stories. He wants to come in like, this is a couple years into superheroes being active and stuff. So there's just crazy stuff that happens.
Okay, I see.
And no, it's a really good story. I feel it helps show why Superman is kind of still important in the modern time. Yeah, it was funny. There were some heartwarming moments. There was some really good performances, especially like Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor was really good.
Okay.
And
he played Beast, didn't he, in the X-Men movies, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And then the ending sets up the next movie, which I guess is going to be Supergirl.
Okay, cool.
But there are also elements in this that are going to be leading into the Authority movie. Specifically, the Authority character, the engineer, is working for Luthor in here, and it's explained that he's the one that created the weird nanites that have turned her into like a part cyborg or something. Anyways, really entertaining. I've heard that they are... So now the James Gunn The Suicide Squad movie and Peacemaker Season 1 are sort of being worked in as like, they say rough memories of things in the past, but not specifically defined. Apparently in the Peacemaker show, they had the Justice League make a cameo in like one of the final episodes. So Season 2... apparently he's going to be remembering it. It was like, oh, what actually happened was, and they're going to show the Justice Gang or whatever with Nathan Fillion and
I see.
As Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl and Mr. Terrific. Like, that's the actual version of the team he met. That other thing, that was just, he's misremembering it.
You know what? With the kind of character that Peacemaker is, I guess it's not too far off. They're like, yeah, that's not actually what happened. This is really what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, Vanessa and I were waiting. We're gonna watch Peacemaker. We're interested in watching it. I mean, I'm in no way a fan of WWE, but I do find John Cena is pretty funny when he acts.
Oh,
So
he was one of the best parts of the movie.
yeah,
But
I enjoyed him as the Peacemaker.
I see we're getting a little sidetracked. This is supposed to be more of like a paranormal type thing. So I'll just ask, because you've seen Creature Commandos, right?
You know what? I started watching the first episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I started watching the first episode and I never finished it. I got so busy with work. Like that weekend, I was going to the comic book shop, so I was like, my mind was all over the place. But what I saw so far in the first episode was pretty decent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the first piece of the James Gunn DC universe that's not retroactively counting his other work. And this one is what? Amanda Waller, because I guess of what happened in the Suicide Squad, she's not allowed to use like metahumans anymore, so they use monsters or something.
Exactly. So you've got
I know there's Bride of Frankenstein and what, GI Robot.
GI Robot there. I think Weasel is back.
Yeah, I heard that.
Eric Frankenstein, I think that's what they call him in DC Comics. Anyways, he's voiced by David Harbour. Who else is in it?
And again, James Gunn's plan is like, if you're voicing the character in the show,
yeah,
when there's a live action interpretation, you've already signed on. Like, you are that character right now. If there's going to be a show, a movie, maybe they make a tie-in video game that features that character, you're doing the voice work for it. They want consistent branding across everything they're putting out right now.
No, that's it. And I started watching, like, it was like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. And I got sidetracked, and I ended up finishing the most recent season of Harley Quinn instead. But I love that show. But I got to go back and rewatch Creature Commandos. To what I saw so far, I was enjoying it. So,
we know that something I heard. We got to stop talking about comics in this video, but I do know that something James Gunn said is that unlike Marvel movies, where a lot of them are very samey, he wants to leave the sort of the tone and the direction up to the team that gets hired to do the movie. They have announced right now the very last, or the latest movie they've announced on the slate is a Swamp Thing movie. And they want to do like the Alan Moore, like sort of, what does it mean to be a man? Is he even human, or does he have these memories? And just exploring the nature of reality and life and consciousness and stuff like that.
That's what they were trying to do with the DC Universe show.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so imagine that tone, but as a movie that won't get abandoned like the show was.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Even though they have these superhero movies coming up, some of them are getting into like horror tones or other kind. It's not just like science fiction action.
Yeah. If you're gonna make a movie of some of my favorite DC characters like Swamp Thing, if you're gonna bring Dr. Fate into the fold, if you're gonna bring John Constantine into the fold, I want to see a good movie. I don't want to see that Keanu Reeves stuff again.
Yeah, is that actually happening? Constantine 2?
That's what I'm hearing, man, and I'm like,
I've heard that, but not from any kind of substantial source. I recall that he talked about wanting to do a sequel after the first film came out, but that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's it.
It was like literally 20 years ago. It was 2005, I think that movie came out.
Yeah. And then 2013, there was a really good Constantine TV show that was on. Unfortunately, it suffered the fate of being on NBC.
Which was weird.
Yeah. Because
but then they basically folded it into all the CW stuff, which was great because to see the character come back.
Yeah. I feel like if that Constantine show, first things first, they could have put it on a different channel, like, I don't know, HBO or something, and they could have called it Hellblazer. Yeah. Had the same actor who played John Constantine, because I thought he was a perfect match for John Constantine in the show, and made it darker, made it even more violent, and made it more gory. And you could have had your collaboration along the line if the show had lasted with that Swamp Thing from the DC Universe. I thought that would have been cool, but missed opportunity, you know.
Well, the character was created by Alan Moore for the Swamp Thing series. He is like a chaos magician. So it would be cool to see him in the movie.
Yeah.
But just knowing that they're willing to go to that kind of a place, like tonally, like they're okay to have this big, bright superhero movie, Superman, the it's called The Brave and the Bold. That's going to be the first Batman family thing.
Don't worry, guys. If you're just joining us, we are going to talk paranormal. Don't worry.
No, but like the Brave and the Bold movie, he said everybody knows the Batman origin story. Okay, the character's been around what 90 years now, 95. I don't know.
Something like that.
Everybody, his parents get killed, and then okay. First of all, it's basically a modern Zorro.
Yeah.
Where he's this rich guy and he uses to help people. No, he wants the Brave and the Bold. It's going to be like, this is at least 5 years into the world of superheroes. You're going to see Batman, Robin, Batgirl, Nightwing, maybe Oracle. Like, he wants the whole Bat family from the jump.
Wow, okay. Huh.
So, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Because, we only got Robin in, 2 Batman live-action movies? No, 3. I forgot about the 66 Adam West. That was probably the best one. Nothing against Chris O'Donnell, but those movies were they were a nightmare in their own way.
See, guys, we're going to talk paranormal when you just said nightmare. Okay, quickly, just before we go on, what I watched recently, I rewatched all the Toxic Avenger movies.
Okay.
I watched Massive Nukem High. First time I ever saw that movie. Loved it.
You're watching all the Trauma stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. And I watched that movie that I told you about, Dark Match. The professional wrestling horror movie with Chris Jericho in it. Pretty decent, man. Pretty decent. All right.
So, go ahead.
Go on.
I was going to say we should probably check out the first thing you got lined up for us.
All right. So, guys, today... Always creating these little clips, All right, so I think I got the first video for you guys. Let's see here. So once again, like last time, Spoonie, we're gonna debate if this is paranormal proof, or not. So let me just get the first clip started up here. Give me a second. Find it. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go with the first video. Help if I can. There we go. Apparently, I can't see things properly.
What are we looking at?
It's a complete paranormal video. Come on, man. Let me skip forward a bit.
I'll try you two.
What do you think?
Now, I think we agreed this was Jay Leno, right? or was it? I mean, he's kind of dressed like Liberace.
I know, it's like Liberace mixed with Jay Leno, mixed with Robin Williams. What do you think, Spoonie? Is this real or fake?
Well, those kids, you can't fake that reaction.
Wow.
Happy Blabber Day!
Well, he seems to be speaking some kind of nonsensical, maybe demonic or afterlife language.
Right?
I have no idea what he just said.
Right, so... Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Oh, you see me? Me and my dumbness. Yeah, he seemed like he's speaking in like demonic tones.
Yeah, what are they speaking in some kind of foreign tongues and stuff like? I have no idea. If you guys know, leave a comment. Tell us what the hell this guy just said.
So what do you guys think? Paranormal proof or paranormal poop?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I think I'm really going to need a little more evidence. I need either maybe somebody else encountered this thing, or
Yeah.
I'd have to do some research on it because it's certainly frightening. Like imagine you go to a pawn shop and you buy this thing, and then this entity comes out of it, like, or was it already in your house? I mean, who
Right.
knows?
I think it was proof, man. I think that's proof of the paranormal.
You know what? I can't rationally explain it, so
Right.
I'm gonna have to agree.
All right, let's get on with the actual first video of the day. You remember last time we were looking at Mr. Appalachian Ghost, who was in the restaurant going around, and I don't know, he was FaceTiming his friend. He was like complaining because he wasn't feeling well or something.
Yeah.
Well, there was a follow-up on his account. And I know you said you like those Appalachian ghosts because you believe that could be real.
Well, those hills are old. There's a lot of stories from there, and
Exactly. So, let's go ahead and take a look here. I got a whole playlist, guys. Whole playlist. Plus, I got some stuff open. I should probably open up the other ones here in a bit. So, take a look. This is Scary Comp, which
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my
I should
tasks.
probably turn off the music in our video here.
Start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track.
I never go for any of this stuff. It just seems like a way to organize your stuff that isn't Google Calendar.
All
No,
right,
I would just buy an agenda for important stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really want some third-party tech company knowing what I'm up to, who I'm
Exactly.
meeting with, and for how long. And
Yeah. You would think that also we're watching paranormal videos. You would think that would be they'd give us some kind of paranormal ads, Just give me a second. I'm opening up the tabs for my other stuff too. So I should have done this before. That's on me.
it's all good.
And there we go. Because I got some TikTok stuff. Yay, good old TikTok, right?
Now,
TikTok.
I gotta ask you, are you
Yeah.
on TikTok? Or are you just finding these clips on YouTube? Because that's also very common. People cross post and stuff like that.
I'm not on TikTok. I do find these things through, your scary comps and your bizarre
Yeah.
bub, Luke's top 5. So that's where I find them. So I've never had the drive to start a TikTok. Oh, by the way, 23 minutes ago, hello, Vanessa.
Oh my God, do we actually have somebody in the chat?
Yeah, it was our anniversary this week, so we did a lot for our anniversary this week. That's why I was also a little disconnected. Okay, let's go with Mr. Appalachian Ghost Boy.
So, who or what is Preston Fraser, who works long overnight shifts at an old diner tucked deep within the Appalachian Mountains, a place many locals insist is haunted? On this particular night, everything seemed routine as Dustin filmed his thoughts and carried out his usual late-night tasks, until something unsettling interrupted the quiet.
Okay, coffee is made.
You remember him, right?
Well, it's crap. If it was
I'm not saying
made,
make
it already
coffee.
would have been brewed.
I have to, I literally just have to press the button, but I have to put it in the filter, and that's just so tedious. I don't want to do all that.
What's deflating?
They don't pay me enough, honestly.
Wait, I may have seen this. This guy seems
But,
really familiar.
Anyways. What the?
Yeah, his stuff seems like it might be a little too good. You know what I mean? Did you see that?
While investigating
Yeah.
some strange noises echoing through one of the dining areas, Dustin quickly retreated, unaware that a terrifying presence was far closer to him than he realized in that very moment.
And again, for those of you
But the
who are
bizarre
joining
events didn't
us,
stop
you
there.
only want to join the conversation too. Let us know what you guys think these are real and fake, right? So,
Wait, do we want to just review that one, or
I think he's still going on.
oh,
Yeah,
this is all? Oh yeah, it looks like it based off the TikTok name.
like Miss Dua Lupe that we watched last time, we know her stuff is fake. It was confirmed. I don't know about you, but if it was me and I saw that creepy fucking ghost just standing there like that, I would not stick around and try to film it again.
Yeah. I'm guessing this guy's working alone overnight.
I believe so.
I mean, hence, getting the coffee prepped for the morning.
The footage takes an even stranger turn in its final moments,
Like,
ending inexplicably with the camera placed inside the diner's microwave. Viewers have speculated that whatever supernatural forces were captured could explain Dustin's unnerving behavior. So, was this authentic paranormal activity caught on tape, or simply a carefully crafted hoax? Share your thoughts below.
I think it's a hoax. My proof, I don't really have any. Just a feeling I get. A lot of times, like when they show too much, you always got to wonder.
yeah, it's true.
Also, he says he's alone.
Mhm.
We don't know that. Like, has he
Yeah.
done a complete tour of the place before he started to do his thing?
You know what I mean? Like, I just find it so weird. Like, okay, that first video that we watched together, okay, fine. That could have been, you never know, right? But this one looked a little too good to be true, man.
Yeah. I can't remember if these are like signs of possession or haunting or something, but I thought there were like it starts off with like first you just get like little signals and then it ramps up to more like actual like evidence
Yeah,
building up to like a complete demonic infestation or something like that. So
doesn't happen full on right away, honestly.
yeah, again, it was a little too.
Perfect?
It was in focus, like it was
Yeah.
still centered in the shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. It looked like somebody went to Spirit Halloween and then got a costume, to be quite honest with you.
And the costume blends in, like it was a white sheet, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you could just squat behind one of the many chairs that were draped with white sheets.
Exactly.
Um, I feel like this is just probably a couple people looking to just have some fun. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I
No.
don't think this is necessarily evidence.
I think what happened was in the first video that we watched, I think that was actually real. And I think he got so many views because he was complaining and he didn't realize that the ghost was behind him. I think that he got so many views and clicks on that I think that's probably was like, you know what, I'm gonna make another video. I think that's what it was, personally. So we're both calling poop on that one then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go over to TikTok. So this is a guy who claims that something, I don't know if I might be able to make this full screen or not. Yeah, I can. There you go. This is somebody who claims that I don't know. There's something in his trees in South Carolina. So let's do this. Can you see?
Something breaks tree in half.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Let's take a look and see here.
Something. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope you can hear this.
Sorry about the
Gorillas
sorry
fighting
about
in
the
the
bar
trees.
at the bottom there. It doesn't
Way
want to
bigger
disappear.
around than me.
That's fine.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
But what are we looking at?
So keep watching the trees.
This is the second.
Some
time
branches are
I've seen
falling.
this. And the first time when I got up under them trying to figure out what it was, they started breaking limbs off and throwing them at me. And I still cannot figure out what it is.
He didn't film any of that, so we don't know if that's true or not. But
Look, they're ruining this freaking place.
and he's not sure what's up in the trees either.
Can you see anything?
God's name is- it's bigger
I
than
see
it
like
is.
leaves rustling,
Breaking limbs
Mhm.
off that it would take me 2
but it
minutes
gets
to
more
do.
aggressive. Just
Because it doesn't look like it's super windy. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like those TikToks where the people are like, "Hey tree, touch my face," and then it's just like a breeze happens to blow at their face, and they're like, "Oh my god, you can talk to plants." It's a real thing.
odd stuff on TikTok, man. Yeah,
Did we actually see the thing break? Was I talking over it?
no, you didn't. You didn't. I probably should have skipped ahead a little bit. Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. Look.
What in Jesus' name is doing this? Oh my God, he just took.
So a whole bunch of branches just got like sliced off. Did you see that?
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Now the leaves are going.
Oh, it's gotta be. I don't even think a bear would have a chance.
I was seeing people in the comments saying it's the predator. It's the Yautja from Predator. I was like, okay.
And he is pissed. Yeah, that was.
People are saying Bigfoot was in his trees.
About 8 to 10, maybe even 12 inches in diameter.
I don't know that I've heard about them climbing trees.
Me neither.
They knock on trees,
Mm-hmm.
and they might push down trees to block off paths and stuff. But
Yep.
And I don't really want to wrestle with somebody that can tear trees down. Just because they're mad. My God, look at the tree. He just freaking broke in half.
So
was it actually broken, or I didn't get a good look at that?
let me
Oh my God. Oh my God.
let me see if I can go a little further in.
Look at that. Look at that.
See, like he doesn't really break the tree, but like, look, watch what happens here.
That's bigger than me. Look at that. 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 What in Jesus' name is doing this?
So it just looks like it sliced a massive portion of the branches off, which seems to be like a very big, thick tree, like maybe it's a redwood or something.
Mm.
Slicing it off like broccoli.
Now, I agree with the slicing part. My theory is that these things were pre-cut and then they use some kind of thin filament, like a fishing line or something, to help tag it down. Because I
Okay.
don't know if you've ever picked up, like as a kid or whatever, you pick up a stick on the ground and you break it in half. That's a loud
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
And these are big trees. So
Yeah.
if it were to break, you would know. So
Fair.
something has to have had cut it. But like you said, you're seeing like entire shavings of it come off at once. It's not like
Yeah.
a branch here or there.
So for me, it's like, I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm like, we've never really explored the possibility of cryptids on our planet. So could it be a cryptid up in the tree? Could
Yeah.
it be just some kind of animal that's really fucking strong? You know what I mean? You never know. Did you have a monkey in the tree?
I mean, we're discovering new animal species
Yeah.
often.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they're not of any significant interest. I think I heard they just discovered it's somewhere in Russia. It's I think it's like a wild dog, but it looks like a rabbit or something like that, and they
Wow.
haven't seen one in like 400 years or something. I could be misremembering this, but the fact is, all of this stuff, all these cryptids are just myths until they're not, until we actually find one or, evidence of one.
Okay. Can we put something to bed, though? The rake.
Mm.
Do you think that's real? Because every time I watch some of these damn paranormal videos, they're like, people speculate that it could be the rake. I thought the rake was a freaking creepypasta.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
because I saw some good stuff on the rake, and then I'm like, wait, where did this come from? And I looked it up, and it's like, oh yeah, this started on like Reddit or something.
Yeah.
That's not to dismiss stuff. I mean, that's just because we have the internet. If this was 30 years ago and you encountered the rake, you'd probably be calling Art Bell.
Who's Art Bell? Sorry.
Hmm?
Who's Art Bell?
You don't know Coast to Coast?
No?
Oh my gosh.
He's like, let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah, for real. You need to look this stuff up. Classic radio show hosted by Art Bell.
Okay.
He had Bob Lazar on. He had so many guests talking about paranormal, unexplained. It was great. Every Halloween, he would have his Ghost to Ghost, where he'd allow people to call in and share their own like ghost stories and experiences. It's a radio show, but it makes for a pretty good podcast too.
Okay.
I would check it out.
I'm interested now.
Yeah, he started it, and I know he had some kind of serious issues with his back, and he had to retire, but he kind of appointed this successor, this guy George Noory. And then I think he either left or has reduced his role because now they have some other co-hosts and stuff like that. But it's just like a radio call-in show, just talking about everything.
Okay. And you said Coast to Coast.
You need to check out just like Art Bell clips or something. I think anybody who might be watching this and is familiar would probably agree. Now, some of the stuff, some of the call-ins, the stories these people have, very obviously fake.
Yeah.
I remember listening to a show, and this guy called in and he talked about encountering like a future version of himself.
Really?
And he was literally describing the third season of Dragon Ball Z, where Trunks comes from the future to defeat the evil androids. And I kept wanting to call in and be like, this guy's full of crap. But it's like, this is back in the day. Like, do I want to make a long distance call just to be like, yeah, that guy's a liar?
He's talking Dragon Ball Z. Can't you see?
Well, no, because Art Bell is just like some guy at the time. He was in his 50s or whatever. And he was just like, oh, okay. He doesn't watch anime.
But Spoonie does. Spoonie does, and Spoonie knows.
Well, I mean, it's Dragon Ball. Everybody has some kind of passing familiarity with it, I think.
Hey, we all grew up with Dragon Ball, man. Dragon Ball's still going strong today, anyways. You know?
Well, the guy died, right? So I think they're
Did-
Toriyama,
yeah.
Toriyama Akira, or whatever his name is.
Last year, I think.
But apparently they did finish that last show he was on, Daima.
Yeah. I mean, is that going to be the last? Why we're talking about anime? I don't know. Anyways, that's going to be the last one, I think, right? Or unless they do more.
Well, I mean, Dragon Ball technically does deal with a lot of spirits. There's a spirit world where they go to train sometimes,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
it's just a different. I mean, the Dragon Ball stuff. It's all based off the Chinese mythology.
Yeah.
Journey to the West, starring Son Goku. And even in the Japanese version of Dragon Ball, they call him Son.
Yeah.
A lot of times, not Goku. Anyways.
But that Art Bell show made me think of that. I forget what it's called there, but that British show that they had in like the 1990s. There was this one show that they did on Halloween night.
Oh, the fake.
Yeah.
Did you see that on Shudder as well, or?
Yeah, I had a free trial at some point. And I watched it on Shudder, and I was like, it's a very, very slow burn. But I was like, was it 1991 or 92, something like that? There, I was like, this was really well done.
No, and it's probably the closest thing we've seen to like Orson Welles' War of the Worlds, where they didn't advertise this as being like a drama or fictitious anyway. All of a sudden, you've got like the BBC promoting this special on like paranormal stuff, and a lot of people thought it was real.
Yeah. Well, even the host of the show, he was a real host. He used his real name and everything. So yeah. I was watching that. I was like, oh shit, that guy's in. Laugh at me if you want. I was like, that guy's in Love Actually. Anyways, Boomer just revealed that he's a wuss.
Yeah, it's a decent movie.
We watch it every year when we decorate our tree.
I just find it weird that the guy from Love Actually, his next role was Rick in The Walking Dead.
I know,
very different, very different.
I know, he went from a lovesick pussy to a badass. It was pretty cool. All right. I saw this one recently. I was like, this would be really cool to take a look at. Now, while the ad's playing, do you remember the case of Elisa Lam in Los Angeles?
Is that the girl in the water tower?
Yes, exactly.
That was weird. It was revealed that she killed herself.
Did she kill herself?
Yeah, Netflix did I think it was a series, docu-series. Maybe it was just a documentary. Or maybe it's Prime. I don't remember. There was a lot of speculation on all this stuff, and it did come out that she killed herself.
Oh, okay.
They found numerous things to support that she was unstable and tending towards self-harm. And but the fact that happened, I think after that Jennifer Connelly movie, what's it called? Dark Water.
Oh, yeah.
Where she moves into the apartment with her son, and there's this dark water that's leaking through her roof.
Which is based on a J-horror film, actually, I think.
Yeah. And then it turns out the cause of the water is this young woman was murdered, and her body was in the water tower on top of the building. And so she was trying to be found by causing this black water to seep through the building.
Yeah, it's weird, how sometimes movies can like kind of predict things. It's really weird.
Yeah, predictive programming.
Well, that's what it was. Apparently in the hotel, guests were complaining about rotten water, and that's when they found her in the tank.
Yeah.
When the investigation happened, we're like, oh wow, look at her. And so she was on a psychotic break, basically. Nobody was chasing her, nobody was after her.
No, apparently not.
Okay.
They interviewed like past boyfriends and stuff who've said like she has this side that they say like I guess she had borderline or something like that, where if she was in the negative, it was bad.
But the question still remains though, how did she get into the water tank? Did they mention that there?
Yeah, and she climbed up. Now I don't know how the tank closed up after her. That's the thing that it took them a minute to explain. But yeah,
But there was logic behind it.
she climbed up there on her own. The only thing to suggest otherwise would be like maybe at gunpoint somebody forced her up there. But
Okay.
I think in terms of police investigation, they've closed it and ruled it a suicide. But can you imagine being in that building and showering with that water, making your food with that water?
I know.
Oh my God. I probably lifelong therapy.
Yeah. It just sparks me as a little weird because it's the Cecil Hotel, and that's known for being a paranormal hotspot.
That's got its own. I mean, I think that's one of the first things that caused people to be like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they ruled it already.
Okay.
We can look that up on another video or in between.
I would like to talk about that. Yeah.
Because
That's always
such,
intriguing.
such a fascinating case.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It really is.
I thought there was definitely some kind of foul play or something going on, but this was just an incredibly unstable young woman.
Yeah. It's just odd too because after she passed on, look at the thing, the was it the vaccination or whatever it was that she was working on with her team? They decided to call it the Lamb Elisa, and it was like, that's a little weird when you think about it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
something definitely that when we start our new channel, that is a topic I'd love to talk about because, like you said, it's something that's always really intrigued me, that case. So that being said, you'll understand why I say kind of reminds me of that. So let's take a look at this. This is from Bizarre Bub.
In the following video, a woman named Aria is recording herself walking down a hallway inside a hotel, but something about her video seems off.
Okay.
As it turns out, Aria wasn't the only one inside this hallway. Someone who was acting very strange was right behind her. So, for her safety, she records this video, but little does she know that what she captures would leave many viewers completely spooked. It was during this recording that many noted something rather unsettling besides the supposed person behind her. While taking this video, she captures this. Watch closely.
Okay.
I do gotta say, I love Scream that you haven't seen the movies, or at least the majority of these you haven't seen. So it makes it so much more fun to watch together. Yeah, it makes sense, especially if you're young and alone.
If you run and you're holding the camera, it should not be that clear. You're not running like, help me, help me. Your hands are at your side and you're running. All that phone is going to capture is your leg and the floor.
Now, it's important to note that Aria
Fair
said,
enough,
as
fair
she
enough.
uploaded this video
started off
afterwards, she
really
mentions that she
believable
immediately
to
ran
me,
after
the way
hearing the
she's
person behind her
walking
start
and
running.
She's
But
just
this is
trying
where
to
things
casually
started to get
record
weird,
for her
because
own
as many
safety,
comments
and I
noted,
thought
there's
that
something in her
looks good,
footage
right?
that
You
makes
wouldn't
this
have the
entire
phone
thing
out in the open
strange.
and just
And
kind
it's
of
what she records
sort
at
of
the start of her
casually
clip.
at your side.
Right when she pans the camera
But then
behind,
she
if you
starts
slow the
running,
footage,
and it's
you'll
like,
notice that
help
no one is
me,
there.
help me. Whoops.
The so-called
Help
stranger
me,
is nowhere in
help
sight.
me. You
The
know, it
stranger
should be like,
behaves as if someone is actually
from the
chasing
camera's
her, when
perspective,
really
this is
no one
you'd be
is.
seeing.
Or at least it
And
seems
now
like
take a look
that.
at this.
Oh,
Because
okay.
according to a housekeeper who
That's what I
works
was
at the
gonna
same
say. Take a
hotel
look at
Araya
this.
was staying at, something pretty creepy was caught on their security cameras when this happened.
Also, here's
That looked a
video
little better.
of that girl
Yeah.
that posted.
If you're running for your life from something and you're
I'll
recording,
let y'all
it's
know
mostly
now,
going to
it's
see your feet.
Really
Yeah.
weird.
Now keep in mind that this next video was posted by a housekeeper named Tony who came across Araya's video. He shared this video on his account to help explain hers, as she's gone completely quiet after posting her footage. It goes without saying, but Tony's video is unsettling to say the least.
Did you say
Watch.
this was also
let y'all
from
know
the
now,
Cecil
yes.
Hotel, or?
Really
No,
weird.
I don't know where this is, but it reminded me of that.
I think hotels are creepy places.
I do. I agree.
It's like she acting like she.
It might not be
Just
the
reminded
room
me of
you've
that.
stayed in, but if the building's old enough, at least one person has died in that hotel.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Especially talking something like the Cecil, where I mean, there's a extensive
elevator
history
door's
of
not
a
even
lot
closing.
of deaths there for
Yeah.
variety of reasons.
Yeah.
So,
But see that whole like the
Like
whole
she
way
playing
she was
hide and
acting
seek or
that
something.
elevator. Did
But
that
look,
not
this ain't
remind
even
you
the
of
craziest thing.
like?
Now
Didn't that
that I
remind you of
looked
the
at the
whole Lisa
elevator,
Lam thing?
this ain't even the craziest thing about
yeah,
this video. Though.
yeah, the footage
I got
of
like
her like going
more
up to the
video
roof
to
and
show
stuff.
y'all, and it just gets super
I'm
weird.
trying to. Didn't she like drop her camera at some point?
No,
She like
just
left
stay
the
tuned.
elevator and dropped her cam.
I
It's
For
been
think
a
so.
whatever
while
reason,
since I've
the
seen
elevator
it, but
doors
this
don't
does
close
seem
when
very
Araya's
familiar.
inside, but as soon as she steps out, they finally do. This is something that never happens, according to Tony, who's been riding this elevator for years, and he finds it very odd that they stay open until she leaves. Now, according to him, Araya
That
had
is
left the
weird.
hotel
That
without
is really
checking out.
weird.
She was seen rushing out of
Could
the
have a
hotel
motion
lobby and into
sensor.
a vehicle from Uber.
Oh,
But
okay, yeah, that's
strangely
fair.
enough, a few minutes after leaving, Tony notices something in the video that shakes him up. The following is what occurred after she left. Take a look.
Now this is weird.
And y'all think that's crazy? Watch, keep watching, like right by that door, right there, by that table. Keep watching right over by there. Whole time I'm thinking somebody following her. So we trying to go over the film and just keep watching. Look, my hand is shaking. Right there.
What is that?
What is that?
What the heck, bro? That's a rock from that table right there. Those are stones and those in bowls
Let's
right
see
there
it
by
again.
the table. And that one of them stones just fell on the floor.
And there's no way that should happen because there's no wind.
It's right there by that.
Winds typically don't blow rocks.
What the heck, bro? That's a rock from that. Whole time I'm thinking somebody following her. So we trying to go over the film and just keep watching. Look, my hand is shaking. Right there.
What is that?
What the heck, bro?
The wind
That's
is
a
not
rock
strong
from
enough.
that table right there. Those are stones and those in bowls right there by that table. And that one of them stones just fell on the floor.
And there's no way that should happen because there's no wind in there.
Wind ain't even gonna do that though. This is this is crazy, yo.
A stone from inside a bowl seemingly throws itself out into the hallway where Arya had fled. Considering this and the elevator acting strange, it's no wonder why Tony, Urge, or anyone who works there what happened. And it's even more strange that she left all her belongings
There.
behind.
That's it.
Now, Tony recorded this, but little did he know that in this video, something far more creepy would be seen inside. While taking
Pringles.
this video, Tony gets this.
They're not actually chips.
Like all this stuff is just left here.
They're not. They take like reformed potato powder, cast it into a mold. It doesn't come from like a potato.
Well, they're still pretty good though, right?
Oh, it's the flavoring that matters.
Now look at that. This guy's on the floor.
This is just like normal hotel behavior.
Yo,
Apparently,
hold
it's
on.
also very common for people to take a crap right on the middle of
This
the
is
carpet
crazy.
before they leave.
It's what Tony finds
But it's
inside
not
the
that's
bathroom
weird,
that has
though.
him
Look.
extremely concerned. For those unfamiliar with this metal object is a tool that's used to
You
unlock
know?
doors from the other side. This is
Oh.
something that strangers often use to enter someone's room without a key.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's testing it basically.
What?
So seeing this, the question is begged. Just what was this doing inside Arya's room? Could it be that someone had broken in? Or had she brought this herself? If it's actually the case that someone had entered inside, then her video makes sense now. Or at least partially, because we still don't see who it is that she's running from. And it still doesn't explain why the elevator was acting strange.
Okay. That is actually scarier than a ghost. The idea that
Yeah.
somebody broke into your place, and
Yeah.
it's not like they went through a window or they kicked. Like they had a tool specifically for home invasion.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what if you were there when this like that? That I find truly terrifying.
There's
Keep in
more
mind, there's
footage.
no
There's more
construction
recording.
going on. Nothing. But there's always some type of banging or clatter.
Not sure how to explain this, Tony rewatches the security footage from before. Maybe, as he believes, there might be someone who appears later in the video that could indicate she was being followed. After all, he did find that tool inside, so he checks again. However, this is what he finds. Watch.
This is another thing that kind of
All right, y'all.
causes me
So
to
I
believe that
went
there's
back and
some
was looking at the
degree
video
of
of that girl from the other day,
truth
right?
to
'Cause I'm
this.
thinking maybe somebody
Is
must
this
be
guy's
following
filming
her
this at his job.
because
This
I
will
found
get
this
you
thing in the
fired.
bathroom. Like, you know, it makes sense
Especially
that
if you
somebody's
work
probably
security and you're showing
following her.
off the. This will get you
Because
fired.
not just any person is going to have
So
that tool.
this was
I mean, that
significant
tool is
enough
still
for him to
beating
say,
inside
like,
the
you know
lungs.
what, I need to put this out there.
So just keep watching the screen right here, man. I saw something that's just.
That right there.
It's just a housekeeper down there. Right there.
See, there's a housekeeper down at the bottom, but whose shadow is that?
How do y'all explain that? Somebody explain that to me.
Adobe Premiere Pro.
That's crazy. Somebody explain this to me. Please, somebody explain to me what the hell that just.
That's a little sus.
As if things couldn't get any more creepy, this happens. 3 minutes passed after Ari
So
opens
you
and a
take
dashing
the
shadow appears on
static shot
camera.
of the hallway, then you get another shot of somebody running down to create the shadow. Then you crop out everything but that wall and you overlay the original static shot on top of it. So you get the empty hallway, but you do have that section where the shadow runs by.
There you go.
I know it's possible. Okay, I'm not at that level, but I know that it is possible.
Fair enough.
But there's enough weird stuff going on in these clips that I don't necessarily want to just dismiss it as, oh, somebody's good with visual effects and trying to create a viral video.
Yeah. So
like I said, just the fact that the guy who put this out was shooting at his work in the security office, that's the kind of stuff that will get you fired.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't necessarily think that this is paranormal. Okay, the stone flying out from the bowl, you never know, could have been manipulated, right? Somebody off screen. You saw how he was going underneath and he was testing the thing. Maybe one of them were inside the room and they pulled the stone. The shadow, like you said, Adobe, right? It's easy to fake that. Everything else, though, I'm not calling it paranormal proof or paranormal poop. I'm going to say that this is just be careful, especially if you're a young woman all alone. If we have time, there's a video I want to take a look at with you, which is not paranormal, but it's one of those things that please be careful, especially like if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's what that more is. Like she said, here's my PSA to, be aware of your surroundings. And I think at the end of the day, that's what that is. Maybe everything else is just tricks and all that stuff, but spooky nonetheless, though, right?
Some of the scariest stuff comes from humans.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm drinking my perfectly done today for our spooky videos. Deadly Grounds, Canadian coffee company. Nukes,
not a sponsor.
Sorry?
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Although it'd be really fucking cool if it was, though. Really, really cool. Nuke's top 5, I've always said. As he says, as I quote him, as I always say, humans are much more scarier than anything paranormal. So, okay. So you don't think it's? Oh, sorry. I said I don't think it's paranormal. What about you? Do you think it's paranormal?
I mean, I don't think it's paranormal. I think there's definitely some questions that I have after seeing it.
Yeah.
Like I can't inherently explain it as, oh, that's what this is, or like I said, I keep talking about the fact that the guy could lose his job. I consider that to be a testament to the guys like, look, it's worth losing my job to get this evidence out there. Like, people
Yeah.
need to see this. So to me, that really lends towards credibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because, I mean, who can afford to be out of work these days?
No, that's it. That's it.
So, yeah, that lends a lot of credibility to me. I
Also,
might have questions about some things, but I definitely I would want to investigate and get more details on this thing.
and maybe that's what it is. Maybe his boss was like, "Yeah, film it. Maybe we can film to show the evidence to the because not always you don't always have the security footage right on hand easily.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it was like his boss gave him the okay and said, "Yeah, we need to use that to send to the police or whatnot." So yeah, I agree with you. I think yeah. Okay, this one you might call bullshit, but let's watch it nonetheless. We're going to Nuke's Top 5, one of my favorites. One of our favorites, I would say, right?
Yeah, he usually sources really good clips.
Yeah.
Slapped Ham as well. I don't know if you ever see that channel.
Yeah, Slapped Ham. It's for me, it's Nuke's Top 5 as number 1, right? Then I go to Bizarre Bub. Then I go to Goose Pimples. Then I go Slapped Ham. And after that, I go to Depths of Despair and Mind Junkie. And then Scary Comp is at the bottom because Scary Comp, they do videos like almost every single day. And it's kind of hard to keep up with Scary Comp because they're trying to compete, I think, with Slapped Ham. So it's a little... But Nuke, I also like Kellen's voice from Slapped Ham.
Yeah.
All right, so I think this is from a couple of years back, actually. Scariest TikToks of the year. Oh, 8 months ago. Okay, so a couple years back. It's from December of 2024. So let's take a look and see the thing down the hall.
A group of friends from Madrid, Spain are hanging out when they suddenly hear strange sounds coming from the bathroom down the hall.
¿Están escuchando? Soy yo. Se están escuchando más de ruidos tú. Yo vine del baño.
No vayas, no vayas. Estás loco,
Mano.
¿Qué es lo que quiere que vayas?
I feel like Spoonie's gonna laugh.
Una polla. Una polla.
No.
Ocho, para. Hermano, ¿qué haces? ¿Estás loco? Si está escuchando, escúchame. ¿Hola? Hermano, ¿hay alguien ahí? No. Hermano. Tira, vamos a ver qué.
It feels like me when I want to go do dishes.
Tira. Asoma la cámara.
¡Hostia puta! What the
The guys
They weren't
are
even
hesitant
running.
to
They're
look
just
inside the
casually
bathroom.
walking into the other
When
room.
they do,
Right.
something horrifying can be seen staring back at them.
Hello.
User Ain Hoval shares the video to
I
TikTok
thought that
with
was
the caption,
like one of their
"What the hell
sisters or
was in my
girlfriends or
bathroom?"
something dressed up. That just
Now,
looks
it's
like a
certainly
doll.
very creepy, but
Or-
is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate TikTok hoax?
Adobe After
You decide.
They're showing too much. What they should have, and yes, I know you see this in a lot of horror movies, where they should have just had like a hand, because maybe you don't notice at first, but as the hand crawls back around the corner, you definitely see something.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go
I guess
into
we
my
can go
own
off the board.
personal experiences with this. There were a lot of young men filming that video. Okay, when you get I don't know, 3 or more young guys together, dumb stuff can happen.
Yeah.
Okay, and somebody could get an idea. Hey, wouldn't this be funny or whatever?
Mhm.
Yeah, the fact that they're all young guys, late teens, probably early 20s, looked more like early to mid 20s. Maybe just trying to have some fun, make a video, see if it goes viral or something like that. I didn't get the impression that, especially since that wasn't a person, that was a doll. They could have at least got one of their sisters to something.
I agree. If it wasn't a doll, then it was editing, right? Obviously, right? Maybe they superimposed the photo. You know what I mean?
I saw something recently, and I guess I should try to save some of these clips. and it was somebody freaking out in their apartment. They're like, "What's this mask? There's a mask on my fridge. I didn't put it there." And it's clearly a Michael Myers Halloween prop mask.
Oh, jeez.
And the thing is, in the comments, everybody was saying that. They're like, "Dude, that's a Halloween. Why do you have Halloween masks around your apartment?" Like, clearly you're trying to present something here that is just normal.
Speaking of, very, very quickly before we get our next clip, how excited are you for the Halloween video game?
Cautiously optimistic.
Okay.
I was so disappointed by Friday the 13th, by Texas Chainsaw Massacre, by Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight, I cannot get into. I try it I played it like twice. I played it when it came out, and then I know they revamped a lot of the stuff, so I played it several years later. I don't like the gameplay mechanic, and at this point, the game is full of sweats who just know life this game all day, and they can come in and just...
Yeah.
It's not accessible for new players, is what I've been hearing.
Fair enough. The reason why I ask is I was thinking, since we want to do our part 2 Geeks Investigate, I think it'd be kind of fun, actually, especially for Halloween season, to watch one of the Halloween movies, if we're able to do that here. Live stream, watch it together. That'd be a lot of fun.
Maybe not so much live stream, but we can we can watch it and do commentary on it, and then somebody, if they wanted to, they could sync up the video with their own viewing of the movie. Or...
Yeah.
All right, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I agree. Which Halloween movie would you do?
Halloween
the first
6. The Curse of Michael Myers, starring Paul Stephen Rudd.
Oh my god, that was the one I was thinking of. I was gonna say that as like a joke answer. Or was it? Is 5 the bad one? No, 5 is the Curse of the Thorn, or
number 4 and 5 is where they start the Thorn stuff.
Right, that's when they brought in Jamie Lloyd, his niece.
Which, don't get me wrong, okay? Halloween and Halloween 2 are fantastic, okay? Halloween 3, for what it was,
they tried.
They tried
to do something different.
Exactly. I still really liked it. Halloween 4 was incredible because they kind of changed, like they went in a different direction. It was really nice. Halloween 5. Now, that's where Jamie is a mute and they start the whole Thorn thing.
Yeah, I agree. That was pretty awful.
There. I feel like it was all downhill after Halloween 4. I mean, The Curse of Michael Myers with Paul Rudd was better than 5.
Mm-hmm.
And it was vastly superior to Halloween Resurrection and Halloween H2O.
I didn't care for H2O, but there's a part of me that is fond of Halloween Resurrection.
Trick or treat, motherfucker. That's why, right?
Not just Busta Rhymes in there, but the very much kind of like a precursor to what you see now. Everything's like found footage because we're so used to watching stuff off the internet where it's realistic and it's not always shot with the best cameras. Sometimes it's potato cell phone from like 15 years ago.
I mean, I'm not saying I hate Resurrection. I didn't think it was as good, but then again,
no, there were a lot of parts of it that were bad. Like Michael Myers survived by eating rats under his house.
Yeah.
Okay, just since we're on the topic of that franchise, your thoughts on the Rob Zombie movies?
Oh yeah, you're asking because I'm wearing the shirt, huh? So here's the thing. I'm just gonna set this up right now. Rob Zombie is one of my favorite singers of all time, one of my favorite heavy metal acts of all time. Rob Zombie, his filmography is 50-50 for me. That being said, I loved Halloween. Okay, I love the 2000 Halloween. He took some risks. He tried something different, and I get what he was going with. He wanted to make his own version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Mm-hmm. That's what he wanted to do. He never got the keys to it, so he got the keys to Halloween instead. It was bold, but I still liked it.
I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm. That being said, and he's been well documented because this guy is such a humble person. You'll have conversations, like he has interviews, and he's very honest. Halloween 2 was shot all over. But he claimed that he said it many times that was because of studio interference. They forced him to do Halloween 2. He had no intent to make a sequel because he was happy with how the first one turned out. And I agree, it was good. But yeah, Halloween 2, there was like barely any Michael Myers in the movie. And I think it was just his like, fuck you to the studio because you want me to do this and I don't want to. So I feel like he intentionally made the movie bad.
I mean, there were some parts of it I liked. I liked all the imagery, the white horse stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I like the fact that I forget the character's name. She's essentially like, because she's Michael Myers' sister, it's like, no, evil runs in this family. Like this potential for violence. It's not just him. Like it could be anybody.
But the way that they end it, though, it's kind of like it makes you. It kind of like he takes the storyline from Halloween 4 almost, right? Where Jamie is like, oh, she's now the progeny of Michael Myers. That's kind of how I feel. But again, you're talking about a guy who made Lords of Salem.
Yeah.
It's a passion project, and that movie was really not good. You're talking about a guy who
what about 31?
Firefly. Sorry?
31?
Oh, I hated that movie. You liked it?
No, it was not good, but there's an entertaining aspect to it.
The only good thing about that movie was, and I forget his name.
Yeah, so there's some of the performances.
Yeah, but the main villain in 31, he was also Joe Chill in Batman Begins.
Yeah.
I forget the name of that actor. He was fantastic in the movie. I find he's always good in everything he's in. He was probably the best part of 3 from Hell. And I love House of 1,000 Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. But 3 from Hell was really bad.
Yeah,
but then again, I'm one of the few people who like the monsters. I don't know what to tell you.
That was not a good or satisfying conclusion to those series of movies.
I feel like he should have pulled the trigger. You know when he had that run-in with the Mexican luchador cartel at the end?
Yeah.
He should have pulled the trigger, made the bold move, and have them all be murdered. Oh, sorry, unalived. Sorry, YouTube, unalived. But instead it was the other way around, and the Fireflies, walk off right off into the sunset like they're some kind of serial unaliver heroes. You know what I mean?
Just disappearing. Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm one of those guys who like the monsters. So I don't know what to tell you, man.
No, the problem I have with trying to explain the Rob Zombie Halloween movies is that there's essentially 4 of them. There's the theatrical and then the unrated.
Oh yeah,
for
that's
both movies. And okay, I'm just talking the first one because I've seen that the most recently. I think the unrated version is superior in everything except for one aspect. In the theatrical cut, Michael Myers escapes from the prison because they're doing a custody transfer. They're sending him to the psych ward because they realize that's where he belongs. And during that process, he kills the guards and escapes.
Yeah.
In the unrated cut, some of the guards grab a female patient. They bust into Michael Myers' cell.
Yeah.
They take turns raping her on the bed. And when they start effing around with his masks, that's when he goes nuts and kills them. And honestly, I assume he killed the girl too.
Probably.
Just because it's Michael Myers, right? And that's how he escapes. And it was so graphic and unnecessary. And like the prison escape scene was like 2 minutes. You didn't need more. Like the guy kills the guards and escapes. We don't need all this gratuitous rape imagery.
No,
it was a real turnoff for me. Really, the rest of the movie, I appreciate the extra vision that he was allowed to put in and stuff, but in that one particular scene, I thought the theatrical cut was better.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah.
Like
Danny Trejo, though, that whole scene was that part of the unrated cut or was that in the theatrical? Because I don't remember.
I think it was in both.
It was okay.
Because he's the one that told Michael that he needs to start wearing a mask.
Yeah,
he's like, there's you're stuck in there, but you're not stuck in here. This is
Yeah.
just a mask. This is where you got to live.
And I found it necessary for what he did to Danny Trejo in the movie because it just goes to show. I think that's what the point he was trying to drive home too with Michael Myers was that it doesn't matter how kind somebody was to him. This is a person who is
evil,
pure evil. So I think that was necessary. But yes, that whole scene with the guards and the patient, that I agree with you. That was not necessary. Every time I've watched the movie, I always skip through because I don't like that.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
and then, sorry,
sorry.
and then there's
Go on.
the one more Halloween series, which is the what's that guy's name? He used to work a lot, and he's still Danny McBride.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, the Blumhouse.
Danny McBride, famous for many comedic roles, Eastbound and Down and Pineapple Express and
Righteous
all kinds of stuff. But apparently a huge horror movie fan, and has been the movies they put out have been really good. I liked those Halloween movies. I did not really expect to.
Yeah.
I thought like the first one was great. The second one was kind of even better as an escalation. And I thought the third one was really interesting because it was Michael Myers is in it, kind of, but it's more about what kind of effect does this kind of stuff have on a town?
That's fair. It's a
where
study, yeah.
Suddenly people don't trust their neighbors. People don't stop and help each other. The town is getting a lot uglier. What does this do to people in the town?
Yeah.
And specifically, like a young teenage boy who is already a social outcast. And I thought it was an interesting direction that still kind of felt like a Halloween movie. But overall, the three movies I was impressed with. I did not expect anything, and I liked them.
I haven't seen Halloween Ends. I haven't seen it yet. But I've seen the first two, Halloween and Halloween Kills. And I agree with you. They're great. They are really great. I feel like they took a declining, unfortunately, it's sad to say, a declining franchise, which Rob Zombie, you thought he was on the right trajectory because the 2007 movie was really good, although it was very mixed bag from people. And just, it got shot away with the second Halloween movie. And then it took them another almost 10 years before making another Halloween movie, which at this point, horror movie franchises, as much as you say, oh, there's going to be 50 million of them, that's how they milk their money with these franchises. But yes, when they made the Blumhouse Halloween films, and I think that's done completely, I think it saved the franchise. And I kind of feel like it's something that you don't need to make a new Halloween movie now for quite some time. Or if even at that, don't even touch Halloween now. You know what I mean? So that's what I think, man.
Yeah, I agree. I think it could use a break, come back when there's something fresh to say or some new vision to be interpreted.
I don't want to see a new Friday the 13th. I don't want to see a new Nightmare on Elm Street because they tried with that and holy shit, that was garbage. I don't even want to see a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre because they did the 2003 film, which I really liked. I thought it was a very good homage to the original movie. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is my favorite horror movie of all time. The second one is a satire on horror films, and I love it. Leatherface was kind of like a weird entry into this series, and then you had Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, which once again I think was supposed to be a satire with Matthew McConaughey in there.
Yeah.
But then then there was the 2003 remake, which, like I said, which I really liked. Then they did the prequel, which I thought there was no need to explain all this stuff. That's all that was. That movie was just let's explain how Leatherface and everybody got here.
And then there was another movie, but it was a sequel, I think, to the original movie. What was it
Texas
called?
Chainsaw
It's just
3D.
called. Yeah, but now it's just called Texas Chainsaw. It was 3D. At the worst part at the end, where she's like, "Take this," and she throws the chainsaw, and it's like, "Oh my god!"
She's like, "Come on, cousin."
Yeah.
Really, we're doing this now?
Get
and then
him,
they made
cuz.
another one called Leatherface, and it's like
That's because they lost the rights to the term Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but the rights to the character of Leatherface were a completely different issue. So they got the Leatherface rights, but they could not mention Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
yeah. So when I saw like the trailer for that Leatherface movie, I was like, okay, this could be interesting. Then the reviews started pouring in, and I forget whose review I watched on it. It was either Dr. Wolfula or Cinema Snob, and I was like, oh man, I do not want to see this movie. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think, is one of those properties that just leave it alone. Leave it alone. We don't need any more. The first film is 50 years old, and it's a testament of achievement in filmmaking. That movie was made 50 years ago, and here we are still talking about that movie. And movies are like a lot of horror movies homage Texas Chainsaw Massacre and owe a lot of their elements to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So,
and I think it's time for new horror icons. Like you've got Art the Clown. Even though it's been a while since it's been seen in a movie, I think Annabelle.
Oh yeah.
Was in those first 2 Conjuring movies, 3 Annabelle movies. Made a cameo in I think the 3rd Conjuring movie just as a prop in the back. Like this is a new horror icon. It's kind of like Chucky, but worse because there's
I
a
feel
demon
there was a
in
missed
there.
opportunity with Leslie Vernon. Have you ever seen Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon?
No, I don't think so.
Mooney, you got to watch that movie. This movie. Okay, we're getting a little off track. We're going to go back to our paranormal videos. Plus, I need to get some more coffee. This movie, Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon, it's an hour and a half long movie. Okay, the first hour is a bunch of college students doing a documentary on Leslie Vernon, a known serial killer.
Okay.
And this movie takes place in like all the serial killers from those movies: Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Pinhead. They're all real. They all exist in this universe. So the first hour is these college students doing a documentary on Leslie Vernon, his routine, everything that he does leading up to his big night.
Okay.
Choosing his victims. You get to find out his captain, his Ahab, which is played by, I'm not going to spoil anything, but what's his name? Robert Englund's in the movie, and Herschel from The Walking Dead is in the movie. And then the last half hour turns into your typical slasher movie.
Okay.
I don't think it's ever been on Blu-ray. I put it up there because I'm putting up all my all my horror stuff for spooky season now. But Spoony, I don't know if it's on Shudder. You could probably definitely find it online. Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. This is a 20-year-old movie. I cannot recommend this movie enough.
I'll definitely put that on the to watch list because
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, right there. Leslie Vernon.
Wow. Okay, that's a pretty strong endorsement then.
I've been vocal. I even did a review on it on my channel a long time ago before I knew how to really properly edit and clips and stuff. So. All right, I'm gonna get some coffee. If you want to get yourself something to drink, I'll be back in a minute or two.
I can just sit here and entertain our wonderful audience.
Do you want me to hit the be right back thing, or do you just want to talk?
I can talk. You're good.
All right. I'll be right back then.
Yeah. Okay, guys, now that it's just us and Boomer's gone. No, I don't have any kind of big secrets to spill. Let's see. So hopefully when he gets back, we're going to finish watching these clips. As you can tell, him and I have a lot of common interests, and we often get sidetracked talking about different things. I like to try to keep it on topic, like this is a paranormal thing. So at least, you know what, if we're going to get off topic, let's talk about like horror movies. Let's talk about okay, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the Hell House LLC horror movies. It's probably my favorite franchise right now, like for horror. The fifth and supposed final one just came out. I think it's called Hell House LLC Lineage. Now, the previous three, and then the kind of spin off, which is now the fourth film, they're all found footage. So it's like cobbled together from like news reports and cell phone footage from people that were involved and security cameras at the venue and stuff like that. And the premise is, in the first movie, these friends, they find some old hotel called the Abaddon Hotel in Abaddon, New York, and they set up a like a haunted house attraction there for that's what they do every year. They set up haunted houses. So they set this thing up, and weird stuff starts happening while they do it, and things just get worse and worse until opening night.
You're a Hell
And
House?
yeah,
Okay.
and there's just this massive thing. They tell you from the beginning. You see news reports of like a supposed malfunction on one of the attractions caused like 15 people to die. But then it goes back and it shows you like the cell phone footage, and it shows you all the stuff that leads up to that point. And it's pretty creepy. There's definitely like supernatural stuff going on. The second movie is trying to follow up after the first movie. So the framing sequence for the first movie is there's a documentary crew, and they're trying to make a story explaining what happened at the Hell House incident. So towards the end of the first movie, the reporter who is, compiling all these stories and information and stuff, her and her cameraman go to the Abaddon Hotel to check it out, and they don't make it out. And so the second movie is the third member of the team, the one who was editing videos and didn't go with them. He's being questioned. This is like 5 years later about where these people are. And he's like, they're not hiding. These people have families and jobs. Like, they're legitimately missing. And so he gets contacted by some like paranormal show crew. And they're like, look, you're the only one that's actually been in there. Like, sorry, not been in there, but he's like, you've watched countless hours of footage. You have a pretty good idea of the layout of the hotel. We want you to come with us. Maybe we can find some evidence on your missing friends or whatever. And then, yeah, that doesn't work out for them very well either. And then the third movie is this guy has bought the hotel, to set up a production of Faust. It's supposed to be like a live interactive thing where you walk through the rooms and the scenes play out and stuff like that. And without getting into it, because it is kind of weird if you haven't seen the other two movies, but it's subtitled Lake of Fire. So, which kind of gives away the fact that the hotel in the basement, there's a portal to hell, to the Lake of Fire. And so this movie is about sealing and ultimately closing that forever. Now, that supposedly put a cap on that. They did kind of a spin-off movie, Hell House LLC, The Carmichael Manor, which was about it's set in the same world, about a different group of people who were investigating this murder at this Carmichael house where the family was slain and the husband and the father were never found. And during the course of the investigation, they find a lot of connections to the Hell House stuff, to the Abaddon Hotel, and they get kind of drawn into it. And so it was kind of a spin-off, but now I guess they're considering it the fourth movie. I know Lineage just came out, I think, on August 25th. Now, despite being funded by, now Shudder's owned by AMC. So despite being funded by them, they still haven't announced a Shudder release date. I think they want to milk as much at the box office as they can and then put it on streaming. So I'm hoping by the end of the year I can watch this thing, but who the heck knows?
Fair enough.
Anyways, you're back. Are you fueled up, ready to go?
I'm fueled. I went to the bathroom and I checked on Amazon. Apparently there's a Leslie Vernon Blu-ray, so How about this? If I order that Blu-ray, would you like me to send you the DVD?
I'm gonna say no because
No.
I don't actually know where I have an optical drive right now.
Oh, okay. So he's like,
Been a-
plus, you
it's
haven't
been
sent me my gifts that you were supposed to send me for Christmas last year.
I've got, despite having a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays, my last Blu-ray player broke. It was some cheapo model from Walmart. I just wanted something to play discs.
Okay, that's fair.
And since then, with streaming and digital on the rise, I just never ended up replacing it.
Okay.
Now, I know you can go on Amazon and buy a disk drive for like $15 or something these days. They're super cheap, just USB connection or something like that. But yeah, just haven't gotten around to it.
No problem. No problem. I still have to get around to that. Plus, your birthday is end of the month, right?
Something like that.
Something like that, right? Something
Without revealing too much personal information, yeah, something like that.
I remember it's a few days before. Never mind that. Yeah, I know it's at the end of the month, so
it's definitely fall because fall starts on September 23rd.
That's right. So I, if I'm not mistaken, I remember the day. I just need a little kink, but I remember. Anyways, we're not talking about the birthdays. We're not talking about birthdays. We're talking about spooky videos.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to Scary Comp. Now, I feel like I sent this to you before, and you were probably, I don't know if you watched it or not. Let's take a look at this interesting video.
Both the shadow and the self-closing door stands as a
you
terrifying
did see this
reminder.
one?
Some hauntings never fade.
Well, not
and the
this one,
supernatural
but
can linger long after life is ended. A man was jolted awake in the dead of night by strange, unsettling noises coming from around his bed. As he cautiously
we didn't watch
looked
this one
around,
last time, did we?
something terrified him so deeply that he bolted out of the room in pure panic.
I don't think so. Is there like a
Desperate
person
and
under
shaken,
there?
he
It
rushed
looked
to
like
wake
it,
his
yeah.
friend. But when his friend stepped inside the room to investigate, he was met with something nightmarish.
Looked like he wasn't even sleeping. Sorry.
Yeah.
Como assim? Juro. Eu vi uma mão subindo em cima da cama.
If I was asleep and some guy slapped me to wake up, I would not be like this. I'd be all like drowsy and be like, "What the hell do you want?"
Yeah.
There's something under my bed. What, you want me to go take care of it for you? What about the monster in the
Standing
closet?
silently in the
He
dark,
bothering you too?
Staring straight at him. So who or what could it be? A demon? A restless spirit? Or something far more sinister, lurking just beyond the veil of our reality? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Imagine.
Like I said, when it comes to when you get a group of young guys together, they sometimes do dumb stuff, and I consider this that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, the way the guy woke up is like, oh, okay. A ghost, yeah, I'm all about that.
So what do you think? Proof or poop?
That was just poop.
I feel like we're watching a lot of poop today, man.
Well, it's hard because there's so much of this stuff out there. It's really hard to kind of separate the real from the fake, and then also the uncertain, where there's convincing stuff, but you need more info.
Yeah, it's true. True.
Like I said, I'm skeptical when I see a bunch of young guys like that. Probably young girls too. They're just doing something fun to scare themselves.
But it was the growl. The growl sounded muffled, like it was a mask. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, we're gonna do the video. You under the bed? You under the bed? Yo, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. This is gonna be a great video. Anyways, this one, however, I'm not sure if you've seen this one before. This one is interesting.
This is why you should never work the night shift.
Ooh.
So on November 4th, 2023, a janitor was assigned to a restricted area of a school.
I usually don't record while I'm on the job, but this is freaking me out. It's sort of unreal.
He later revealed proof that the school is built over a cemetery.
I don't know, I'll let you guys know this school is built on a cemetery. I don't know if that helps my situation or not.
And according to other janitors, the school is notoriously haunted. But what disturbed him the most was a red balloon in one of the classrooms.
I was in here cleaning up after some students had thrown a party. What's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me. See? Ooh, okay. See, no. Ooh. I can't.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped.
So, what did you think of that one?
I feel like I've seen something similar, not necessarily that one. I think if you've been around like party balloons, you know, at some point the helium starts to kind of go away and the balloons start to sag and sink towards the bottom.
Okay.
Could have been a situation like that.
Following him around?
Maybe he's got a little string or something. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing there inherently shows me that it's fake.
Yeah.
I certainly have questions, but I can't say like, oh yeah, this is that or whatever.
I think it's maybe. Who knows? Undetermined, right? But that makes
More
sense.
information required.
Yeah, exactly. This is an interesting one. Definitely. I don't know if you've seen this one, but this is really interesting.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking.
May
and I was
have
confused.
actually.
Okay.
All right.
That's impressive. There's something in the background.
Was that supposed to be supernatural?
Pretty
That's
sure he was
so
looking.
Cool.
Objects all around began.
That's just like
Pretty sure he
animals
was
being
looking for
gross
where
or whatever.
Okay, if you take a look right here.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't know if I can bring it in more.
No, I see there's something.
So basically right here, there's like a creature.
There's something. There's a figure.
Yeah. When they zoomed in on it, because I can't apparently zoom in, kind of looks like Danny Filth from Cradle of Filth. So I don't know.
I just thought that was a cool nature video. This guy starts throwing singing and the animals show up.
Right?
I was like, why are you showing me this?
Spoody's like, I like nature. Come on, bro. Yeah, I guess in hindsight, I should have found one where they zoom in. I guess that wasn't that great. But yeah, there's a creature in the background. So do you think that like those woodland creatures, like elves and things like that, do you think that's real or cryptid maybe?
I'm not going to say like what's out there because I don't know, but I believe there's something, some kind of cryptid or cryptids or I mean, North America has so much unmapped forestry and cave systems and all kind. Like there's probably tons of stuff in our own backyard that we have no idea even exists.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
So could
Yeah.
that be something back there? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I
Well, that
will
brings
say
me
though
to
that
this. Sorry.
I was gonna say I will say though that I thought it was cool that the deer was chilling out while he was singing.
Yeah, I think the deer was enjoying his music. To be quite honest with you.
Because those things are jumpy, right? Like if they see a human, they just take off.
Well, maybe it was also docile too because of that creature that was in the background. Ooh,
Yeah, that could be.
you never know. Okay, so we shipped from a possible woodland creature. Okay, we shipped from a balloon chasing a janitor to a possible woodland creature to a vampire. And somebody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is titled, We Were Chased by the Monster. Little context. These are, I think, German guys who were fucking around in the woods. And yeah, apparently they were chased by a monster. I skip forward. There's subtitles. There we go. I skipped forward because there's a lot of like stuff at the beginning there.
No też mi się tak wydaje.
Rób masz tutaj jakiś przecież.
Okay.
Kurwa, nie ma.
Nie ma nic.
See, that's what it looks like when you're running with the phone.
Yeah.
Not like the girl in the hotel.
What did you see? Yeah, no, that's fair. Did you miss it again?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's go back one more time. So they walk into this barn, okay? I guess they're investigating whatever this is. They're like, there's nothing in here. Keep your eye up on the corner here when they zoom up into the barn, okay? Keep your eye up around the corner. Keep looking. Okay. Did you see that?
Yeah. See, he's using the light to see where he's going. But you can see from the camera, it's just as he's running.
Yeah. And now you're hearing these weird sounds behind them as they're running. And this guy's running like he's wheezing, okay?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna keep going till he either hits the edge of the woods or collapses.
Yeah. Friends are screaming and
Masz kosę? Mam. Dobra. Plecak zostawiam w dupie, chuj z plecakiem.
they do feel legitimately like it seems like they are legitimately terrified of what's going on here. Someone clicked on and saw the black screen. They're like, "Are they even watching paranormal videos?"
Yeah. No, the guys are clearly just trying to hide in the dark.
Yeah. The rest of the video is just them running. If I'm not mistaken. They're just running in fear. You hear that? You hear the sounds in the background, right? The music, whatever it is. And here's why I'm not too skeptic of this video. They keep showing the thing behind them. Mm-hmm. We'll watch this one next too. It's by the same people.
I want to say that one felt more authentic than any of the other stuff we've seen so far, because well, first of all, you could hear they're running till they're out of breath.
Yeah.
The fact is the footage looks like garbage because they're more concerned with running for their lives than keeping everything centered and focused. And there were a time where not the camera, but the guy used his little portable light thing to help so they don't run into a tree or something. But
yeah,
I like it's what they didn't show. That's if let's say that is fake, that's probably one of the best fake encounters I've seen since probably the original Blair Witch movie.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said,
they didn't add any cheesy music. They did, it looked real. Like I said, when you're running for your life, you don't care about getting the shot centered.
Yeah.
For your YouTube channel.
Yeah, and I don't think like okay, people are calling it a vampire. I don't think that's what that is. I think it's maybe a cryptid or something, or some kind of unexplained creature.
Yeah,
animal, maybe. I don't know. So, what do you think on that one? Poop or proof? Like you said, it's the best looking one we've seen so far.
I would lean towards proof on that one.
Yeah,
even though it doesn't really show us much. That's kind of why I'm leaning towards that, because if this is an undiscovered cryptid or something like that, I feel like there would have been too much emphasis on what it looks like and trying to show it and everything. Like these people, they didn't want to see it. They wanted to get out of there. And to me, that feels relatable. Like I can see myself being in that situation where you're like, guys, we're in over our heads here. We need to leave.
Get the fuck out. Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, I agree.
They didn't show anything per se, so there's not hard proof. But the way they reacted and the way everything looks, it feels genuine. And so I would lead towards proof on this one.
Yeah, me too. The dry heaving, even at the end, like okay, you see a little snippet of the creature when they go into the barn, but it's not like sometimes like the video we saw earlier, the thing down the hall. They got a clear shot on that thing.
Yeah.
This one here, it wasn't very clear. And then when they turn back towards the end, you see like those little white creature, but it doesn't even look like it's on its legs. It looks like it's on his it's on its hands and feet. You know what I mean? All fours. Could be a creature. So you never know in the woods, right?
Yep.
So that brings us to this next little gem that they have done. Oh, by the way, I love the name of their channel. If you want to know what the name of the channel of these guys are, it's Gorilla Hot Tortilla.
Okay.
What a name, right? So, yeah. Graffiti session almost ended up tragically.
Oh, because people like to go tag inside abandoned mental hospitals and...
Yeah. I don't know if this is the same guys from the last video, right? Because I don't know if Gorilla Hot Tortilla is just like posting clips of other people. And there's no subtitles for this one, so... But this is just one person, I think. So. Also, I'm just going to say it. I don't know if you agree with me. I find the whole urbex style videos, especially with the spooky videos, adds to the creepiness.
I don't know. I used to think that stuff was like interesting 20 years ago, but so much of North America is becoming developed that these spaces are starting to disappear.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, I really don't feel like going to Toronto and exploring their subway system on the tracks, you know, like climbing down through the tunnels and stuff. Like, no, I'm good.
Well, we're Ghostbusters. Shouldn't we be doing that to find out the slime?
Well, you get called in as Ghostbusters. We wait for them to call us.
That's true.
We're ready to believe you.
Exactly. Spoonie and I would be great candidates, guys. I mean, look, we already have our little logo. I asked Vanessa too. I was like, should I make Spoonie as Egon? She's like, why? Because he has glasses. And I was like, good point.
Don't go in there.
Nope. So you like how he started off graffitiing? Now he's just doing some urbex.
Well, maybe looking for a next place to tag.
Fair. Okay. Yeah. Now here is where it starts to get messed up. Even Nuke's Top 5, when he showed this, he was like, I don't know how to explain this. So, yeah.
Is he eating an apple or something?
Eating something, I think. Sounds like an apple. Okay. Keep watching the, I guess, barn or whatever it is in front of him. Did you see that?
Something.
Did you see that? I could go back a moment. Keep your eyes fixated on the top of the barn. There was somebody on top of the roof.
Yeah.
Something on top of the roof. Look,
Yeah.
it's following him. Mm-hmm. If I were him, I would just get out of there. So
Weird.
Weird, right? He's tagging, he's exploring. I don't necessarily. Sorry.
I was gonna say, have you heard about this couple months back now? But what would be scarier to encounter in the woods, a man or a bear?
A man.
That's what a lot of the question was for women, and most of them
Mm.
said they'd rather take their chances with the bear than a man.
Yeah.
So inherently, what this and this, I don't think this is a woman thing. I think if you're anybody and you're in some remote area where you expect there's not really going to be anybody but you, and you come across another human or something there, and they kind of start to follow you and take an interest, that's scary.
Mm-hmm. So
I'd almost rather it be some kind of ghost than a man because I don't know.
Being chased at the end, it was somebody in a cloak. Now, the face was really pale, but that could just be different reasons, right? Maybe he was wearing a mask or something. I don't think it's paranormal. I don't think it's poop either. What I do think though is that what I find weird is how was that person on the roof, but like it looked like they were gliding almost on the roof. You know what I mean? How is that possible? Unless they have really good upper core strength and balance.
Don't know. We don't even know technically that it was a person. So it's hard to say.
But nonetheless, it was a creepy video.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
We need to come up with another one, proof or poop. We need like a medium ground one because
okay.
Like I said, there's nothing about this that screams fake.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you what is actually happening.
Okay.
I can't say that it's proof because it could be just like I said, it could be some weirdo in the woods, which is kind of scarier.
Fair enough. So this video next one is from I think a good 15 years ago. Yeah, I know. They all look like Smosh guys. Just watch the video. They're performing. Apparently, to what I heard, they were performing their last gig together. They're all high school students. And yeah, just keep watching. Keep watching. You'll notice a TV, okay? Just keep watching. That's all I'm going to say. No subtitles again. I apologize. I tried to find subs. Now, your proof, by the way, that this is an older video is that this is 2009. Okay. I don't know how advanced editing techniques were in 2009, but it doesn't look like it's too edited to me. So I'm going to skip to when they start performing. There we go. I think it's here. A little bit of music for our Saturday afternoon. Well, you saw the TV screen right over there?
Yeah.
That's what you're going to want to focus on. Not bad.
Yeah, for a high school band.
Yeah. I beat the Van Halen t-shirt too.
Come on, show me that monitor.
He was like, "Did you just want to play music?" And this is kind of like also sort of potato cam quality if you think about it, right?
That bass player looks really awkward.
I want to be like Mammoth.
Oh yeah, he's here too. So when's this thing coming up? Are we gonna?
Mind you, I haven't watched the clips. So I don't know when it comes in, but
Oh, okay.
this is definitely the clip. I might choose the wrong thing because I'm fairly certain this was the clip. Just to get
Like I said,
us watching guys playing music. No, I think it's soon.
Yeah, I mean, if that's a high school band, I think they're pretty cool. For a second there,
Right?
For a second there, I forgot I'm supposed to be looking for something. I'm just like, yeah, these young guys sound pretty good.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, okay.
You see that? That's a flat screen TV up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me give you a little bit of backstory here. I'm pretty sure that everyone's just like, hey, that was amazing.
They have fans from beyond.
Where did you see that? Oh, yeah, there you go. So, and the thing is, it's like this video has, look at all the views. But if you look at the channel itself, and this is why I'm like, okay, look at the channel. This is all the Lego Darth Vader, right? This is what they have on their channel. It's music related.
Yeah, it's definitely just, oh, this is what I was doing at this point in my life.
Now, do you want to hear a little bit of backstory to this video? To everybody I've heard set up this video?
Yeah.
Apparently, this band were friends with a young woman who unalived herself.
Okay.
But she was very, like, apparently she was very vocal about how much she loved the band and how much she supported them. And a lot of people state that that head you saw behind the screen, like I said, that was a flat screen pushed up against the wall.
Yeah.
That was probably her coming back to see, because apparently that was their final performance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they mentioned that.
Yeah, a lot of people speculate that was her coming back from the beyond to watch their final performance.
Could be. I mean, maybe she had a particularly strong connection with one of the guys there.
Yep.
A sibling, a boyfriend, whatever, you know.
Mhm. I get shivers every time I see it because the way the video is done. You look at the YouTube channel, it's not a paranormal channel whatsoever.
No, it's just like a hobby fan channel.
Hmm. And one can argue, yeah, but often they focus on the TV. No, they're not. They're focusing on the drummer. And that's what I find is I think that's a real proof of the paranormal right there. I don't think that was edited in whatsoever.
No, because I feel like they would have put more focus on it.
Yeah.
The focus really was on the performance.
Yeah.
And that's just something that was on the side there.
Yep. So I do really think that that's actual paranormal activity on a camera. That's my belief right there.
Yeah. Again, kind of like the last one. I feel like I would want more context, but yeah, I mean, like I said, there could be a really strong connection with somebody there.
Yeah.
The idea that, oh, just you're a fan of the band. I mean, if I die, I'm not coming back to see. I don't know. I don't really have any current bands that I care about, but for instance, I'm just using him as an example because was in the news recently. If I died, I'm not going to come back so I can watch Ozzy perform.
Yeah, that's it. I guess we could toss it up. I think it's real.
Well, like I said, there's probably some strong connection with one or more of the guys in the band.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I said, what if that's like a brother, a cousin, a boyfriend, you know, where there's that strong, intense emotional connection?
Yeah.
So hard to say.
I want to show you one more like real life person scary thing. So that's not going to be a paranormal proof or poop. Because I think even though this video has been shown a lot, I think it should still be shown as awareness. And then we're going to go rapid fire with a bunch of video clips. Because I want us to watch as much as we can. Van life, very popular on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Right? This, however, I feel really bad for this young girl. This young woman, I should say.
It is much better. I did laundry today, so I need a place to.
Okay. Not stopping here for creepy, perverted reasons. I'm just stopping here to set up because what happens next. She's doing her basically this whole setup is she was doing her laundry and stuff out in the open, and she's basically out in the mountains. There you go.
Yes, I am.
Just kind of check in, making sure everybody's got enough water.
Oh, okay. Are you a ranger or?
No, I just live close.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of come out and check, make sure, because I know there's a lot of people that come out here that don't have a lot.
I'm fine right now. I don't know if I'll stay here, but I just wanted to check it out and see. It's pretty hot though.
Is this what you do for a living? Do you like travel around or what?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how long have you been doing this for?
I've been in the van for like almost a year, last November, so getting close. But I was traveling out of my car since 2020, so it's been a while.
So you've been a nomad for a while.
Yeah. Yes, I'm used to it.
And you're enjoying it, I suppose.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Does this not sound a little creepy to you though at this moment?
Yeah, this has nothing to do with paranormal and everything to do with like danger.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so I kind
We were talking about that. You know, you're a young woman. Before we were talking about, like, you're a young woman. Be careful.
Well, the thing I understand you're supposed to do is you only post a video like 3 weeks or a month after you've left your site, because
Yeah.
you don't want to post where you are now and then people show up and rob you or
In
worse.
Jamaica,
No, exactly.
run in the sand or compete on the track.
Look, there are some nice people out there. It's completely possible this guy lives nearby, saw her there, and thought, "Hey, I don't know if your car's broken down. Maybe you want a bottle of water." It happens.
Now,
But
keep that in.
the conversation that then continues really makes me feel uncomfortable, and I'm not even in the.
You think this is making you uncomfortable? You think it's making her uncomfortable? Just
Oh, of
keep
course.
watching. Yeah, just
Oh,
keep
Lord.
watching.
And what is your name?
I have a hose outside that runs all the time. You're willing to stop there, fill your water jugs, whatever you need. And those that I get to know well enough that I trust, they're willing to actually come in.
What does he mean by I get to know well enough?
My wife is.
He's talking about letting them use his shower. It's like it's a little weird, man.
Yeah, once he gets to know you, he'll let you shower up after.
Better since you're a female. It would probably work better if you came by while I was there a couple of times, just so my wife gets to know you, so she doesn't think there's something stupid going on.
Right.
But you know, if you need a shower or something, that's not a problem. But you know, if you want to stop by, it's not a problem.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right. I'll let you have your evening.
All right, enjoy your rounds. I was just about to start talking about how the good thing about being out here at this time of year is that there's no one else out here. As you can see, there's no RVs in the background or anything. But as I was filming, I heard an ATV approaching, and it was getting closer and closer. And I realized it was definitely coming to me because I'm kind of in a spot. It's not on a main road out here in the dirt.
Yeah, I would have thought like
So,
some kind of
sure
park
enough,
ranger or
a
something.
guy
Just
on
like,
the ATV,
hey, are you
he
okay
steps
out here?
out
You
and
broken down?
he's just talking to me about. He says that he makes rounds out here and makes sure everybody has water. I guess checks on people because he lives out here.
Look how uncomfortable she is. Poor woman.
He was.
Yeah, just get the F out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Don't even fold it. Just throw it in the back and drive.
That's exactly. You know, I showed this to Vanessa, and she said the same thing.
Pull into a Walmart parking lot and fold your clothes there. Like,
same thing she said, man.
Because she didn't say she heard a male voice. She said she heard male voices.
Muffled,
as in more than one person out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I'd close the door. I'd just get behind the wheel and peel out.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
So, you have a guy
Uh huh.
on the mountain up there that is watching you with binoculars.
Okay, well, that's unnerving. Well, I guess I won't be staying.
Well, it's not that you can't stay. Just, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
The other side of the mountain is safer.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He's driving a older Dodge pickup. And he told me he comes out here and offers water
to
people. But I would stay away from
Apparently,
him.
that's the same guy.
He told me he parks up there and looks around to see who might need water, who might need this. Who
That was the
might
same voice,
need
right, as
that.
before?
Hmm.
And I was like,
Sounds.
I turned and looked and went, well, her fucking camper is right in the open.
Yeah. So did you catch him watching me, or did he just tell you that he was watching me?
When I pulled up, he had his field glasses up, looking this direction, and I was like, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah.
Well, I'm just looking to see if there's anybody that needs water.
Hmm.
So anyway, he's you see that white truck
Um,
underneath the tree?
I'm right in the tree view, so.
All right, come out here and I'll show you. Just so you know.
Yeah, it's also just odd that there's not really anybody out here.
Get a good description of that truck.
It was a white truck.
It's white and burgundy. Honestly, I'd move to the other side.
So, I mean, I did want to stay because it's nice out here and it's quiet, but if there's somebody watching me, then obviously I don't think I should stay out here at all.
Well, that's fine. That's your choice too.
Yeah. That's really sucks. It was really nice out here, but well, at least I got to put my laundry away. It's always easier to do housekeeping out in the open rather than in the city somewhere. So just finishing up my laundry and then I'll probably have to leave, but that's okay.
Dude's just sitting there staring at her.
Do you need anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, I didn't want to watch the whole thing, but we don't even throw up if that's a paranormal proof or not. But
Well, in the sense that that's not normal, yeah.
It's terrifying, isn't it?
That's a different type of scary.
My gosh, man. What you think of, like, what if your wife went out by herself? What if my wife went out by herself? You don't want these kind of it's we keep saying it. We've said it before. People are so much scarier than anything paranormal. How fucked up is that, though? How messed up is that people are worse than any kind of ghosts or poltergeists or shadow people? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think that's everybody. I'd like to believe that most people want the best and are decent people.
Yes. Yes.
But there are those statistically small amount of people that are just the worst kind of evil.
Yeah. I just wanted to show you that. That's one of those things that was really bouncing around. I thought that was really a lot of that. I felt bad for her that, I'm glad she put that out there, because if anybody recognizes that guy, if ever, they can recognize him as a predator. So
yeah, no, that's good for her for keeping her cool and then peeling the hell out of there.
Yeah,
because you don't know, like maybe you start to do the wrong thing. Maybe you start to pack up and he sees that and he doesn't want to wait and he pounces on you. Like, who the hell knows?
That's it, man. That's it.
It's really, really bizarre.
Yep.
That's definitely the scariest thing I've seen today.
Yep. Well, let's see how you feel about this. Can't full screen. Wait. Okay. I don't remember how I full screened last time.
That's okay.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I could have sworn. Can I download the video?
What's that little thing next to the microphone? Near the bottom?
Right here, floating
Oh
thing.
no, that's just
The Halloween decorations.
that's so that you can have that video playing while you keep browsing YouTube.
Makes sense. Okay, you know what? Here. Everyone's seeing me download a TikTok video. Woohoo! Yeah, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Look at this. Okay.
I came out here to show off the Halloween decorations this year, but I'm not really feeling
Not too
it
loud?
as much this year. But all those lanterns are supposed to be like flame effects, and there's like tombstones that you can't see them; they keep blowing down. 'Cause they're made of styrofoam. Either way, the creepiest building on the block is always going to be this church across the street. I see my neighbors are still. I get it. That's good. I like it, Jim. You got me, man. You guys keep doing it. I love it. It's awesome.
He apparently bought a
Thought about,
haunted
like,
doll.
adding
That's
stuff
what's
to
going
it,
on.
but
Look at this.
Jim. Bobby, is that you? Bobby. I get it. I get it, man. You're just gonna stare at each other for like what? You got me. I don't know what the fuck their problem is. I'm gonna keep doing this shit. I'm just gonna stare at him then. Fuck it, right?
In all fairness, though,
The fuck, man.
he did say though that
Come on.
that church was abandoned, right? Is that what he said? I think.
Come on. Go.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, just go to your room. It's fine.
There was a kid out there.
Same fucking thing, of course. All right. Yeah. I know, Disney. You got me. Jim, you got me. You got me, man. You got... Fuck. Okay, it's good. And just stay in your room. Yeah. Fuck! What do you fucking want, man?
So,
certainly some weird stuff going on in this one. Those guys, and it looked like they were in costume. Maybe, maybe not. Standing outside the church.
mm-hmm. Were they some creepy people?
I think so. I think they're
Yeah.
probably hey, you know, it'd be funny. Let's dress up like this and go F with this guy.
You're probably right. So I will throw it up there.
I'm just basing this off of what is that? Evangelical church. Forgive me if I get it wrong.
Okay.
Those typically you see in smaller towns and stuff like that, and I can see local young people getting bored and wanting to F with the town, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't really.
You know what? It's hard to top up that van life one. That was so disturbing that anything else is like, yeah, you know what? I hope it's ghosts.
I should have saved that for last. I'm sorry, Spoonie. I'm
Hey,
so sorry.
I don't think either one of us knew how creepy that was gonna get.
No. Well, this might be a little more on the creepy side, though. Do we like Jin videos?
Yeah, I've seen some that are actually done well.
Okay. Let's take a look here. Ads, of course.
Connect your dot.
Rewind a little bit here. Okay.
Share your thoughts in the comments.
This has fucked with my mind. I'm not gonna lie to
A
you.
store owner was working late at night when he's visited by a strange woman claiming to be an angel. A haunting video was captured by a store owner's surveillance cameras in Yemen, Sanaa. While running the shop at 2 a.m., he's visited by a strange pale woman in a black robe.
We all know what the Quran is.
The man's visibly frightened by her appearance as she complains that the Quran's being played. She then tells him not to be scared as she's an angel. Yet, and describes this woman as having hoof-like feet.
Those look like pointy shoes, no?
Although it's unsure if this is the case due to the camera's poor quality, given the man's clear reaction of fear to this strange individual, could this be a possible jinn or a sinister entity visiting the man? Let me know what you think.
It just seems like some crazy woman begging for money.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, I know what it looks like in Canada. Obviously, different parts of the world, it's going to look different, but it's just some woman asking for money.
But
she's like, who died? Nobody died. So she doesn't even have any kind of insight into the spiritual realm or.
Yeah, she's crazy. Maybe. I think what it was really that messed me up with this video though was it's her appearance, I guess, to say.
Mhm.
And the fact that she walks into the store. Let's be honest though. Those parts of the world, the Quran is like anybody who like the Quran is like. So anybody who walks in and is like, why are you doing that? It seems a little off place in those parts of the world, right? So that's one of the things that got me. And you saw how like that was CCTV footage. And you see how like he jumped back, how he was a little terrified.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's because she looked like a tweaker or if it was because of her like her face, but that's kind of what got me with that clip. You know?
Yeah. I think that's another. I mean, is it paranormal? Not necessarily, but is it really weird? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can understand why it's been messing with my mind, right?
Yeah.
It's a little odd. It's a little strange. So
Yeah. Well, again, it's that guy's reaction to everything.
yeah, exactly. Let me see something here. I still got a bunch of clips that we let's see what we can find next. Because I don't think we're gonna have time to play every one of them today. But let's see what we have next. Do we have any? I thought I had some slapped ham in here. Just give me a second. Yeah, I do have some slapped ham. Okay, I got some slapped ham here. I don't know how to explain this clip. After we get, come on. Apparently, I'm having technical difficulties here. There we go. Okay.
TikTok user Gina17177 has sent viewers into a frenzy with some unsettling footage captured in his backyard. According to the user, every night a woman appears in his neighbor's yard, standing eerily still without reacting or moving. Curiosity finally got the best of him and he decided to capture the strange occurrence on camera. Take a look.
Can't manage a woman there, you know. Every night, I just she can't stand up. And all I say, hey. All I say, woman. Hey. Hey.
The woman remains motionless, not reacting to anything around her.
Hey. Every night this woman comes up right, this one don't want to move. Woman.
This clip quickly went viral, racking up nearly 4 million views. After several more uploads, viewers began to
Looks
speculate that
fake.
the neighbor might be
Think
playing
so?
an elaborate prank
The
on the
face
TikTok
looks
user,
like a doll
possibly
or
using
mannequin
an
or
extremely
something.
lifelike doll.
Yeah.
So, whether it's a prank or something more mysterious, this eerie encounter is one the TikTok user won't soon forget.
Yeah, I said, woman.
So you're saying
Let-
poop?
Look, let's say it is fake. The
Yeah.
fact that the neighbor is setting this up every night is really weird.
Yeah, it is.
And you
weird.
got to wonder what's going on. Is there a purpose behind it? Is this person just trying to freak out their neighbors? There's like a really twisted sense of humor.
Yeah.
I think this is verging into that humans can be weirder than ghost stuff territory.
That's fair.
I
That
think
is
there's
fair.
a reason why they didn't show the face, really, because you could tell
Yeah.
it's like a mannequin or something.
Oh,
But just
yeah.
a little bit, you saw the eye. That was not a real eye.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. How creeped out are you by ghosts that are children?
Somewhat. I guess it depends on the circumstances.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Many non-Canadians and probably even many Canadians might not be aware of our dark history with residential schools.
Mm-hmm.
And I can definitely see some unsettled spirits tied into some of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is not Canadian. However, it is worth watching. Back to Slabtown.
A chilling video surfacing over on TikTok has stirred a wave of speculation and unease among viewers. Shared by user motivation.9066 earlier this February, the clip captures a disquieting encounter between an adult and a young girl in the dead of night.
This is late at night.
In the footage, the child, said to be around 3 years old, roams outside in the middle of the night. As an adult figure approaches her, attempting conversation, the unsettling nature of the exchange becomes apparent. If you translate the conversation, the encounter turns chilling. He asks, "Where's her grave?" She points to the right. Does she need help? She nods twice. Who is she? She looks back, perhaps implying it's a family member or someone close. How old is she? She raises 3 fingers. Are her parents still alive? She nods, indicating they are alive. The TikTok post has ignited a frenzy of speculation in the comments section, with theories ranging from the supernatural, labeling the child as a jinn, to more grounded interpretations. One eerie detail noted by many commenters is that the child doesn't appear to have a shadow.
Yeah, you notice that? There's lights.
Yeah, but there's a light behind and a light in the front.
That's also fair.
Although you
While the
figure
video's
there'd be
authenticity remains
some kind of
unverified,
side
its
shadow or
uncanny
something.
aura has sparked widespread debate and curiosity.
Yep.
It's just definitely weird. Again, I don't know that that one's paranormal.
Just some weird footage.
Just creepy.
That's fair. That is fair. I think I want to take a look at 2 more clips with you today. And these are some pretty interesting clips. We're going to go back to Nuke's top 5. And then we're gonna end it all with Bizarre Bub, because he's not bad. He's really not bad. Just give me a second here. I just need to find the right clip. Okay, I think I found it. Okay. All right.
What are the clips of?
Here we go.
Ah.
Sorry about that.
Let me know down in the comments.
Of course.
E-textbooks, so you
friend.
can't even recoup the
TikTok
cost
user
of them by
Luan,
selling them.
also known as Joshua Luck from Mexico, had a TikTok account dedicated entirely to his 2-year-old son. Luan operates a general store on the first floor of his house that he shares with his wife and children. Then one day,
Actually, no.
Luan's
I
video
have 3
content
more clips. We're gonna end
drastically
with scary
changes
content.
as his 2-year-old son begins to claim that he sees what he describes as a terrifying invisible child. This alleged invisible child scares Luan's son so much that he often cries in fear. Luan says that he doesn't see anything, but he says he has experienced a few strange incidents with things around the house seeming to move on their own. Then late one night at 4 in the morning, Luan is awoken by unexplained loud noises coming from downstairs. Thinking his store is getting robbed, he records everything as he runs downstairs.
Buenas amigos, bajé porque empezamos a escuchar ruidos y vine a dar una vuelta. Tenía miedo de que estuvieran abriendo la tienda o algo así, pero no. Vean, no hay nada. Ah, cabrón. ¿Sí vieron? No sé qué pasó, pero mejor me voy, le digo a mi esposa, porque esta chingadera se movió sola. Ya me está dando cosita. Eso es muy raro.
For the first time, Luan captures something on camera that he can't explain. A chair moves on its own. Over the next few days, the unexplained activity seems to intensify every single night. Things fall off shelves without explanation. The family starts to hear whispers, and late at night, they hear a light tapping sound coming from inside their bedroom closet. One night, when the knocking sound from inside the closet becomes terrifyingly loud, Luan once again decides to record to collect proof.
Quisimos grabar ahorita porque se está escuchando algo en el closet. Dios mío, ¿qué es eso? ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Quieres algo? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? No inventes, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es? Se abrió.
I want you to know that last time you were talking about moving furniture.
Espérate, cálmate. ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Te podemos ayudar? ¿Necesitas algo?
Can you open the other half of it?
Alúzame. Espera.
That's pretty packed. You could hide someone in there.
No hay nada, mira, no hay nada. No sé. ¿Sabes qué? Vamos con los niños. Vámonos con los niños, yo creo, mira. Aquí no hay nada. De este lado tampoco hay nada. Aquí tampoco. Vámonos con los niños, vente.
Luan and his wife are lying in bed when the closet door swings open on its own. Then something seems to peek out at them from inside the closet. Luan rushes over to look inside, but there's nothing there. His wife seems legitimately terrified. They take the kids and leave the home for the night. Of course, eventually, Luan and his family have to return, so they decide to do an overnight recording session, hoping to catch some evidence of the strange activity in their home. What they capture is downright chilling.
No inventes, mira todo lo que se cayó, se cayeron cosas, mija. ¿Ya prendiste tu cámara?
Sí, ya estoy grabando. Deja grabo acá de este lado donde se cayó ya el refresco, juguete, el control.
Sí, a ver, dame chancita para yo grabar. Si quieres, graba ahí donde se ve, donde está oscuro, allá donde están las papas.
Deja prendo la luz.
Bueno, está bien.
Muy
Voltea para allá.
oscuro. Es que está muy oscuro. ¿Y luego qué tal si veo algo?
Ay, aquí estoy yo, me dices, tranquila.
Ay, no. Mejor tú graba de este lado. Y yo me voy y grabo de este otro, donde está la cuna.
Bueno, a ver, cámbiate.
Es que mira, también acá está oscuro.
Did you see it? Luan claims that his phone battery died right at the moment he captured something terrifying on camera. A face with glowing eyes is staring right at them from the entrance of the store. But the bizarre activity didn't end there. On another night, Luan hears something knocking on their door. He turns on all the lights and once again starts recording.
Buenas noches, amigos. Me tocaron la puerta. Este carrito estaba en el sillón, se cayó. Como saben, me duermo a veces en la sala, pues porque me siento nervioso. No hay nadie aquí afuera. También he prendido la luz, pues para sentirme un poquito más seguro. Se escuchan ruidos. Se han escuchado murmullos aquí en el baño. No sé si será de aquí. Como pueden ver, está vacío. Vénganse por acá. Vamos a checar si de acá vienen. No, está todo tranquilo. Vamos a ver si aquí de la tienda. Aquí entro de la tienda. Parece que aquí no es. ¿Se vieron acá? Vengan, vamos a ver. No, aquí no son. Vénganse, vámonos por acá. No sé qué está pasando. Mejor vámonos, vengan, vengan. Me siento nervioso, vámonos.
As he pans his camera, someone or something with long dark hair seems to quickly move away and out of sight. But nothing compares to what happens on the night of October 18th. When Lawan goes to the restroom, something knocks on his bathroom door. That's when things get truly bizarre.
Amigos, estoy en el baño. Me han estado tocando la puerta. Me siento muy nervioso, no sé qué hacer. Voy a tocar otra vez.
You know how to avoid this? You just poop with the door open.
Se van a asomar. Mira, están viendo esto.
Ghost just wants exercise.
Vengan aquí. De este lado. Se ven las sombras, se ven las sombras. No sé qué hacer, amigos. Estoy un poco nervioso. Si veo algo en la tienda. Venga, vamos a ver. Vamos a la tienda. Vamos a la tienda. Vamos a...
Did you see?
Venga. Venga.
I think so.
Con unas cajas de refresco. Unas rejas. Unas rejas se cayeron. Miren. Se oye algo enfrente. Oigo un susurro. Un susurro.
Something knocks on the door. Objects have fallen on the
There's a
floor.
lot going on.
Exercise equipment is moving on its own. But creepiest of all, as Lawan pans his camera around his living room, in one split second, he captures a shadow figure sitting on his couch. The same couch that was empty only a moment earlier. So what do you think is happening to Luan and his family? Is their home and store haunted by a dark entity? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
What do you think? I know there's a lot going on there, but what do you think?
I think that guy, I don't think he's a good husband. His wife is freaking out, like, I want to get out of here. I'm not safe. And he's just like, yeah, you're crazy. There's nothing here.
Let's just keep recording.
Yeah. I like, if my wife, if I had kids that came to me and they're like, Daddy, we're scared, honey, I don't want to be here. Even if I didn't believe it, I'd still get them out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, you're crazy.
There's a lot going on, but the thing is, I can't disprove it either.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to me personally, it's one of the better paranormal videos we watched today.
Yeah. Because there's no clear, there's no real answer there.
Yeah. All right, I got one more for us. We'll keep the scary com for next time. Bizarre Bob. Now I want to take a look at this one because this is, I don't know if this is paranormal or if this is just human again. So let's just take a look at this and then we can call it a day after this. Give me a second here. All right.
On a Thursday afternoon, a mother and daughter hurry over to their apartment as quickly as possible after encountering someone strange. They record the stranger on camera, but according to the mother, this wasn't the only strange thing recorded.
So I'm sitting here looking at this ring camera footage, and I don't understand how I didn't see this because this is ridiculous.
At the same time of this incident, this was captured. Watch closely.
So that's clearly like a homeless person or a tweaker or something.
I just called the police. Get out front of my door.
It's on that trank. When they start leaning over like that, they're doing tranquilizers like ketamine. It does something to the spine.
Yeah. Did you see? Look at the door in the background. See that?
This is the last time I'm gonna tell you. Get out front of my door right now. The police on the way.
He doesn't look right though. Look, the door in the back. Look.
Yeah, I've seen a number of people walk around like that, like hunched over. Apparently, it's a drug
apartment
thing.
23 had swung open on its own and stayed open for more than a few seconds before closing. However, this isn't the reason why Jasmine, the mother, is freaked out by this. Just days after this happened, Jasmine records a video and points out something that makes this whole encounter even creepier.
It's
In
empty.
the 3 years that I've lived here, I have never seen this door come open. Ever. Like, you can't. But in the video, you saw the door just came open. Who opened the door? Like,
I could understand if somebody was living there and they heard all this noise and they opened the door to check out what's going on in the hallway, but
yeah,
I don't know. That don't make sense.
If the door has remained locked for years,
At
and
the
just
end
how
of this video,
exactly
you're
did
literally
it
gonna be
come
there like
open,
this. I
she
still have
has no
more
idea,
questions.
but the further she looks into this, the more creeped out she becomes.
Just look, watch this. The door comes open. There's nobody there.
Now, although this whole occurrence is pretty strange, it's what happens next that's by far the most unsettling. This is where things start to get pretty
No,
weird.
no.
Because
He's
after
opening the
reaching
door.
out to property
Oh,
management and getting someone to open up this door,
Like they're
this
unlocking the
happens.
door.
oh, I see
So
it now.
property management sent somebody else.
Looks like he's peeing in the corner or
Can
something.
do what he do, and I'm gonna stay back here. You say the light works? Y'all, he said the light works. Oh Lord.
Light shouldn't work.
What is that?
Women's shoes.
He's hungry.
It's
Y'all. What the hell is going on? Y'all see all these little kids? They have put kids' shoes up in there. What the? So how did? So hold on, because no, this other day the door came open when I was in here. So if the door came open, like no, I'm sorry, I'm not. Okay, y'all. So remember the thing? I thought it was a snake. I really thought it was some plastic, but y'all, I'm not gonna get close to this. This is real snake skin. Oh my God! Look at this. You can see like, ooh. Oh my God. Look at that.
That's
Wanna buy that
that's
NBA?
weird.
Yeah, it's really
a large pile of children's shoes is found inside, and it's the fact that there are so many of them that freaks out
I
Jasmine.
feel like I saw a
According to her,
movie
this may
or
suggest
a
something much
TV
more
show
frightening
that
and
dealt with
serious than a
serial
paranormal
killers,
occurrence.
and the same thing. They
However,
found he had
before
like a
calling the
collection
police,
of
she
women's
notices something in
shoes
her video that
from
tells
like
her
each
that
of
this
his
isn't what she
victims or
thinks it
something
is.
like
But
that.
what she notices doesn't make this any less creepy. In fact, it makes it much
The
more
snake skin
concerning.
thing is really
Looking
bizarre,
at
though.
this video that I took with the property manager guy, right? And I noticed something
Like, it
one
would
of
have
our
been enough
shoes.
if this was fake. It would have been enough to just stage the shoes. Start including
Elsa
snake
boots, whatever you
skin and
want to
other
call it.
stuff is
Those boots
bizarre.
are my daughter's.
Seeing her daughter's
Like,
boots
I'm
in
gonna show
there.
y'all a picture
Oh shit!
that me and my daughter took. Like, I want to say like 2 months ago. Yo, this is crazy because I really thought she just lost them at school. Those shoes belong to my daughter.
Watching this clip, the question is begged, just how exactly did her daughter's shoes end up in this pile? Although Jasmine has no idea, she has a hunch as to what this could all mean. After showing property management the video and learning that no one has occupied the room in years, Jasmine makes a shocking conclusion.
Somebody in this building must be going around here just collecting shoes. And I'm not gonna say collecting, stealing little kids' shoes around here. I've talked to at least 2 or 3 different people in this building who have said that their children been missing shoes. So I'm thinking that somebody has access to that room and they're going around stealing shoes and then taking them and putting them in there. They're just putting shoes in the room. Like it just none of this makes sense to me right now. None of it.
As Jasmine states, someone in this building has access to this room and is placing the shoes they steal inside. Now, even though property management has removed all the shoes and plans to change the door lock, they told Jasmine to be on the lookout. So she sets up a trap.
Okay, y'all, I'm finna get to the bottom of this. See these little shoes right here? Put them here as bait, right? On some real cheap shoes, just, little kid shoes.
Who stole my Ring camera? Isn't that to prevent?
Hopefully y'all can see it.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody else see it, but
Well, I guess that's
According
smart.
to
If you're going to be
Jasmine,
like a
whoever
porch
takes this
pirate,
kid's boot
steal the
and enters
thing and then
room
steal the
must be
camera too.
culprit, and
That's
probably
it.
the same person who stole her Ring camera. But after 2 nights of recording this hallway, nothing happens. That is, until the 3rd night when this is captured. Take a look.
It better not be a costume.
It's a regular person. Person seems a little creeped out.
Maybe they're looking for a camera. Oh, because I thought this was the shoe bandit.
No, doesn't seem like it. I think that was.
Holy fuck!
That's Spook Spoonie. Spooky Spoonie became Spook Spoonie.
I was not expecting that.
Somehow, one of the boots moves on its own. It appears to bounce off the ground before landing perpendicular to the other boot. Even Jasmine's next door neighbor was freaked out by this, but it's what her neighbor recounts that makes this whole encounter even more terrifying. Apparently, she had come out of her apartment after hearing what sounded like a baby crying outside her door. However, she realized that the cries were coming from inside the room where the shoes were found. Realizing this, she walks back in absolute fear when suddenly this happens. Now, whether or not she actually heard a baby crying is hard to tell. There isn't any audio of a wailing baby in this footage, but even if she actually heard something, it wouldn't explain how the boot moved on its own. This is what spooks Jasmine the most, which is why she's thrown them away since then. Now, to this day, not much else is known about this story, and it doesn't help that no further clips have been posted since these. But as always, until further info becomes available, this incident will continue to remain a mystery.
Scary or real life people being weird?
Okay, so I think we need to make a distinction between like real scary and like paranormal scary. I don't think this is paranormal so much. I mean, there was
No.
some weird stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is just the scariness that is other people.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like even if this guy wasn't a killer, the fact that he's collecting all these shoes means he has some kind of weird fetish or some kind of like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people with paraphilias like foot fetish or whatever are insane, but whatever this guy has, he's insane.
Yeah. And like I said, it leaves you with more questions than answers at the end.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I would like to see a follow-up on that, or maybe one of the women making a video explaining, like the neighbor, she said she heard the baby and she went out. Like, I
Yeah.
want to hear more from her.
Yeah. Well, that's well, we can always do that on our channel. Two Geeks Investigate, which look out for that, guys. That'll be coming soon. Rebrand that. It was a lot of fun today. That was a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun. Always fun watching spooky videos. Always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get out of here.
And well, I want to say, anybody watching, if there's any clips that you want us to react to specifically, or any channels you think we should take a look at, obviously leave a comment. Let us know what you want to see.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. And October, you want to do the live stream here? You want to do the live stream on Two Geeks Investigate? We'll do the Halloween stream.
Maybe because more people might be familiar with this channel, do it here and then just slowly try to filter people over. I don't know with StreamYards if it's in the free or if you have to pay for the premium version where you could stream to like multiple channels.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Well, I got to get out of here. I got some errands to run, and I'm sure you got some stuff to do too, Spoonie.
Yeah, got to get dinner going.
Yeah. All right. It's already 3:30 p.m. Anyways, thank you so much for those of you who did watch, or if you're watching the live stream replay afterwards. We appreciate you all. Come on back next month for the October live stream. And more stuff coming from Spoonie and I in the future.
For sure.
All right. Stay spooky, guys.
Bye.
And with that being said, bye.